Alrighty, welcome back to Magic Titans. I'm joined today by Adrian. He's in the house. What's up, Adrian?
Hey, what's up, Bridger? I'm super excited to be here playing some Magic and playing some Modern, no less.
Yeah, today we are trying out the goal, the plan, really what we wanted to do with these MTGO accounts, which is just
Mm.
have some fun games with each other, just play some Magic.
Yeah, exactly. It's nice because it's going to give us access to all the cards, so we can experiment as the game adapts, as the game changes. And there's been a lot of changes lately, so it's a cool opportunity to try things basically as they happen, which would otherwise be difficult with physical collections, and that's kind of the power of it. So very, very excited for it today.
Yeah, and what we're playing right now. Oh, I'm a old, badly tuned radio. What? I make white noise?
Oh
I
no,
can't tell if this is an audio problem or a joke.
or, or a Bridger problem.
It could, or yeah,
You sound fine on my end.
okay. Well,
Yeah. Let us know, Matthew Powell.
Matthew Powell will keep us updated. Anyway, Modern is kind of like the format that you and I have been jamming on in the past few months. I
Yeah.
prepped for Gen Con to play Modern there, and ever since then we've just been like, and the bannings. The bannings got us excited of like, oh, what's good now?
Right. It felt like we had a lot of discussions around like what's gonna happen, and then obviously the bands most people expected to happen with Nadu. Grief was interesting, and of course we've been jamming ever since. And honestly, the whole kind of play space has just like really opened up. It's been very interesting to see a lot of like old archetypes come back. It's been interesting to see new takes on new archetypes. And even, we were just chatting right before the stream with Duskmourn actually having quite an impact on some of the decks. I've been playing a lot of Frogtide, a lot of Murktide, and those basically just transformed overnight. We'll see if it lasts, but that's part of the fun of it. Is like new things pop up and we can explore that.
Yeah, and I think today both of us are going to be playing decks with these changes. I know I'm planning on
Yeah.
playing an Amulet Titan build that, to be frank, I don't really understand even. It's just so different than what I'm used to for Amulet Titan. I'm hoping it's going to work out, but we'll see. And you mentioned your Frogtide decks. They've been oscillating and flip-flopping in the past few weeks.
Oh my God. Honestly, I claim responsibility because I finally ordered the physical cards for it, and suddenly I think I might need some more. Been really enjoying the previous iterations of it, and there were the rumblings about the Abhorrent Oculus kind of when Duskmorn has first dropped, and I think for the last few weeks I've been seeing people sort of timidly test it, and then over the last week there's just been this explosion where every like well placing Frogtide deck is running it, and it changes it. It makes it more creature heavy. They're running Unearth, things like that, and so look, something interesting is happening here. I'm excited because it's just a cool card. It's always nice when a cool card becomes relevant and interesting in the deck that you've been playing. So I'm very excited to try it out. This will be the first games testing it, so be nice.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to see how that card plays. It's interesting to me. I think they actually nailed an interesting middle ground with Abhorrent Oculus, where it is very much a reasonable card for standard, but it's also very much a reasonable card for more powerful formats like Modern, because
Yep.
the enablers for that archetype are just so much weaker in standard that it's still reasonable. It's a Modern card that's still reasonable in standard, still reasonable in limited. And I think that's a cool design space that they should continue to explore.
Yeah.
I just think it's cool.
Absolutely. I think I definitely agree. I think it's very well designed. It can be a bit scary when they're kind of designing for multiple formats, and obviously there's been a lot of discussion around things like Commander. But I totally agree. I think it's a very reasonable card, but a good card in both formats, but definitely Modern. And I think part of that is apparent by the fact that it wasn't kind of all out day one. Sometimes you have a card like Nadu and it's like, well, this is amazing. This is going in everywhere, or like even Flage to a lesser extent, this like it's taken a few weeks of people sort of crafting on it to really see it start to appear. So I think it's gonna be very cool. And of course, the usual question with these kinds of things is how do other decks adapt and kind of modify? I think both of the decks we're trying today are obviously both responding to the kind of boogie. It's not even a boogeyman. It's the big monster in the room. It's of course, energy, in particular Boros energy.
Mm-hmm.
We need to be able to get out there faster and kind of get more responses. Frog Titan needs to go wider more quickly, and Amulet Titan just needs to get bigger more quickly.
Mm-hmm.
And I think both of those are definitely responses to the number one deck, which is beatable, by the way.
Oh yeah, this isn't the Nadu summer that we had. And it's funny, we look back, Nadu Summer, the card came out in MH3, dominated the format. It was clearly the best thing to be doing. It won the Pro Tour, it won everything. People stopped playing Modern because it was boring. It was like 3 months. Like, wasn't that long that we actually had Nadu?
It was just a drop. It was, nothing compared to like Eldrazi Winter in the end of the day.
Right.
So, I'm excited. Thank you for joining us, everybody who's watching now. Let us know what you're playing in Magic and what you want to see more of on the channel here. We're excited to dig into this. And I know we also have some Warhammer people here today, so I do want to mention one of the reasons for me that I'm particularly been really loving Modern and been interested in Modern is because of the similarities to Warhammer. It is obviously played a lot in Magic Online, but it is one of the strong like paper formats for constructed decks. You're working on your list, you're crafting your lists, then you practice on Magic Online, but you go play at the big paper events and you make your run. And that is something that's much more akin to like Warhammer or tabletop games than like Standard, where it's kind of like that endless grind on Arena. And so it's been kind of fun to kind of jam on. So it's been an interesting kind of common ground I found between those two things.
Yeah. And with that being said, I think we can just dive right on into some deck techs. Why don't you go first here, Adrian, and we'll talk about the deck that you're playing.
All right, let's take a look. So I have a couple versions of this one I want to try. This one is me not quite being ready to let go. We've seen a few different versions of Abhorrent Oculus Murktide going around right here. The thing I'm not letting go of yet is the Bowmasters. I do still have two Bowmasters in here, which I just love it as a utility piece. And this is interesting. This is actually two main board Harbingers of the Seas. I don't know if I can. Here we go. Pull this up for y'all so you can see a bit better. Of course, this is the answer to a lot of the things that Frog can suffer. Have a tough time into Eldrazi, Tron, things like that. It just shuts these decks down if you play it well, and that was one of the big changes that we saw in the last couple of months. Is this appearing? So again, keeping the two Bowmasters because it's a classic, but fitting in four of here it is, the Abhorrent Oculus. In case you're not familiar, 3 mana, 2 and a blue, 5/5, and if you cast this, honestly, you have to exile 6 cards from your graveyard. It's flying, and then one of the cool things is it continues to give you value. At the beginning of each opponent's upkeep, you manifest Dread. So flip the top down card first. You look at the top 2 cards of your deck, pick one of them, put that face down, and then you can flip it up later on at cost. And it does very, very interesting things with the deck. You don't want to manifest Murktide, Regent, because you never want to cast that, honestly. And so it kind of hurts Murktide in that ways, but the first ability really synergizes with Murktide. If you've already got Murktide on the field, and then you come in later on and you exile these spells, well, you're getting your Oculus and you're making your Murktide bigger. And of course, both of these powered by the greatest card ever made, which is Psychic Frog. Just helping to pitch things and get bigger and continue to surveil, which brings us to kind of the third big piece of this iteration of the deck, which is Unearth, which is shocking to see. I do watch a lot of Adrian and Bridger, despite, and he has this thing he says where any deck that has Unearth is a bad deck, but it's actually interesting here. Again, you're hoping to, in this case, often just pitch Abhorrent Oculus through a number of the different techniques you can see in the deck, kind of standard Modern stuff, and then unearth it and sort of cheat it out onto the battlefield. And I don't know, there's just a lot of interesting stuff. I do have, what is this, 4, 5, 6, 9. It's 9, only 9 counter spells. Oh no, there's the Force Negations. So 11 counter spells in the main deck, plus the single bounce for Sink into Stupor. And Thought Scour is probably the last thing I want to mention, is of course the ability to mill your own cards. A nice little cantrip to kind of fill your graveyard and get ready to cheat stuff out. So I'm excited about it. That's gonna be my first deck for today.
Yeah, it's a cool little blue-black mid-range control-y pile. I think it's actually very interesting to talk about Abhorrent Oculus and how manifesting another Abhorrent Oculus is just
Yes.
unfair. Like that card just
It's
kind of cycles into itself.
it's absurd, absolutely absurd. I'm excited. There's a lot of moments for delight for the Murktide player.
Yeah.
Unexpected interactions, and you got to be able to adapt to them, which is one of my favorite things about the format. Is just like crazy value.
Yeah.
Oh, and of course, this for Crusader, which I was just mentioning to you, Bridger. Not everyone is running this. This list, which went I think 4-2 in one of the modern challenges, has a playset of them. And of course, this is more Boros energy hate, which is always cool to see.
Awesome. Well, we're going to switch it over here. I'll start talking about this Amulet Titan build that I'll be playing. Amulet Titan, for those of you who don't know, kind of centers around this very unfair... Well, there's two very unfair cards that we're building the deck around, and the rest of the shell kind of forms around whatever's good at the time. But the two unfair cards that we're going to talk about are Amulet of Vigor. Seems pretty unassuming at first. It's a 1-mana artifact. Whenever a permanent you control enters the battlefield tapped, untap it. This is importantly a trigger, not a replacement effect. So if you have multiple Amulets of Vigor, you get multiple triggers to untap your whatever it may be. So let's say you play a Gruul Turf. It enters tapped, and it's going to bounce a land. Well, for every Amulet of Vigor you have, it untaps one time. So if you have 3 amulets, your Gruul Turf is actually 6 mana plus bounce a land.
Absurd.
And it turns out bouncing a land is actually an upside in this deck.
Right, yeah, I love that.
So Amulet of Vigor is half of Amulet Titan. And then, of course, Primeval Titan. Banned in almost everything, but not modern. So it's going to be
Never.
a staple of modern until the end of time. Prime Time is a 6-mana 6/6. When it enters or attacks, you search your library for 2 land cards, put them onto the battlefield, tapped, and then shuffle. So you can cheat out your untapped lands as tapped lands and untap them repeatedly. So we have things like Kessig Wolfrun that's going to make something big and get trample. We have Lotus Fields just for 1 million mana.
Good God.
You thought bounce lands were a lot of mana with Amulet of Vigor. Just wait till you start spinning some Lotus Fields. And then, of course, we have 4 copies of Urza's Saga. These are essentially extra copies of our amulets, because these are going to go fetch us a 1-mana artifact at the end. They're also going to make constructs that threaten to win the game. We have more tutors. Telerial Rest is a tutor for a land. Vesuva copies a land you have in play. We have... Where did it go? Crumbling Vestige gives us a mana in addition to being a tap land. So this is kind of a cool one. And then Echoing Deeps is like a Vesuva for your own graveyard. One last important piece of this. Henry Battlements is not going to show up properly over there because it's a stupid meld card. And meld cards show up weird in MTGO because you have to show everything. Henry Battlements is a colorless land that says pay red and tap it, give a creature haste. So you can
Wild.
play a Titan, go get Battlements and Kessig Wolfrun, give your Titan haste, swing, go get 2 more lands, tap for 1 billion mana, make him huge with Kessig Wolfrun with trample, win the game in 1 turn. There are a couple of other actual win cons here with Cultivator Colossus, which is just big. It does some land flipping. A theme of Amulet Titan's decks is you're going to get essentially unlimited mana and then try to win in 1 turn. Lumra is another just big. These are 2 just big things that we can cheat out. Go get them with our Summoner's Pacts. Other than that, the whole deck is just go fast. We have Spelunking, Explorer, Aftermath Analyst if you blow up my lands. A fair Scapeshift. We're not even playing the mountain shoot. What's Mountain Gun? The name of Mountain Gun is not Vesuva.
I don't know. It's Mountain Gun.
Yeah, it's Mountain Gun. If you have 7 or more mountains, when a mountain enters, you deal 3 damage. Mountain Gun.
It's wild.
Valakut. Thank you, T. T's a magic. T is here and plays magic.
What's up, T? Willow? I know, this is exciting. Yeah, there is in fact a Lumra in there, Willow, which you can see now.
Yes.
So,
unlike your beautiful pile of 2s and 3s, Adrian, I have a scroll bar of all of the mana costs. We're also running the One Ring.
This is absurd. Yeah, of course. You got to. You got to. You know.
All right,
Scape
so
Shift also combos with Analyst. Yeah, absolutely.
yeah,
Analyst does some very interesting things here.
this is a deck that it's pure combos top to bottom, and it's piecing
Hmm.
together which parts of which combos you have at a given time. So I might struggle, but I'm happy to give it a shot today.
Hey, look, that's both of us. So I'm excited to get into it. Let's do this thing.
Are you ready, Adrian? Amulet
Become the
time.
ultimate Pokemon Master.
Oh, no.
Yes.
Submit. All right, we're going to
Just
drag
said,
this match clock to 30, 60, all the minutes, 100 minutes.
Oh yeah. Bridger 1 versus Bridger 2. We're gonna run the Bowmaster version, methinks. Yes. Again, not tailoring. We're just running decks that we think are cool.
Oh, resize my window again.
Ooh, classic.
Oh, I won the die roll.
Oh, GG.
I would like to go first.
GG's. Yeah, that's entirely fair.
Yeah, it's a great
Mm-hmm.
hand. We keep those.
Yeah, we'll stick with it.
Oh man, and I'm first. Okay. Urza's Saga.
Getting right into it. I'm gonna close this window so I don't see you.
Amulet. Pass.
And there we are.
That's
No,
it's a strong opener.
strong opener for sure. Jesus. All right, we'll go to second main, and let me thinks. We're just gonna start with the. Did I just skip my turn?
No, we're still on my end step.
Oh, okay. Oh, right, Bridger. I'm just used to seeing Bridger. Bridger 1, Bridger 2.
There's two of us.
Oh my god. But yeah, real talk. We're actually.
Oh no, Yusuf, you have no power. I'm sorry to hear that.
No, why's that?
Possibly. I mean, I think a lot of the power networks of the East Coast and the American South have been slam dunked by Helen.
Mean?
That
But
hurricane.
Yusuf is in the UK.
Oh, well, that's odd.
What? Is it? You guys got hurricanes over there?
I don't actually think they have hurricanes. No.
You guys haven't invented it yet. I understand.
Okay. I have a complicated turn here for you, Adrian.
Bridger, it's turn 2.
Well, that's how we do it around these parts.
Yeah, apparently.
So I will stack my triggers to untap this Simic Growth Chamber, and then I will give it the old tapsies.
Beautiful. Love it.
And I think I want to keep my Urza Saga, so we will return the Growth Chamber, cast Explore.
Oh, we're going exploring.
Whoopee.
That's exciting. That's exciting. I'm trying to think about what's here. I think I don't want you to do that.
You don't want me to go exploring?
I'm not super. Wait, what?
What?
Discovered something very interesting about this deck. Okay.
Do you not have like a Shockland? You should have a Shockland.
Have a Shockland. Oh, interesting. No. Okay. I'm realizing things. We'll talk.
Okay.
All right.
Oh, Spell Snare.
We caught you. You're like that little fox. You're exploring. That's the fox. I think it's a fox.
All right. With that, I'm just gonna pass the turn. I've been
Cool.
caught. Adrian is playing a build of Frogtide. This is one of the newer builds.
Yeah, I've never played this version before. This has the Abhorrent Oculus, which is a horror from Duskborn.
Oh, I'm realizing I have you covering part of my hand. Where should I put you?
Better that way.
So Yusuf is saying there have been like 2 hurricanes since the 80s, which is more than I expected.
Yusuf, what are their names?
What are their names? Okay.
Yeah, New Murktide.
We're gonna tap our Urza Saga before it goes away.
Checks out.
Goodbye, Urza Saga. I would like another amulet. Okay, what am I gonna do with all of this mana? I can't even hold all this mana.
Decisions.
Uh,
This is so wild.
2,
No lands on the table, 2 amulets.
3, 4. I declare a Thumb War. Okay. We're going to go
Right.
Crumbling Vestige. The order of this doesn't particularly matter. Untap.
Yep.
Tap.
I
Untap.
shall.
Tap. Add a green. Cast a Spelunking.
Classic. Trying to make
Excellent.
mods here.
You should be able to like
Uh-huh.
right click or click the dots next to people and mod them.
Yeah.
Give them all the power.
So our normal mods are now mods, hopefully.
Oh, but they were just talking about how they were freed from the shackles of responsibility.
Ooh, that's tough. Shouldn't have showed up today.
I would like for this to not enter untapped. Spelunking and Amulet of Vigor interact in the weirdest way. I have to click no. I don't want it to be untapped so that the Amulet of Vigor triggers. And I get it. Double
Really?
untapped. Yeah, it's so weird.
That's so bizarre.
Yeah. Let's get
I never realized that.
survey.
I love the art on that hedge mage. So pretty.
Yeah, Edgemade's it's such an interesting cycle. I have mixed feelings about the Surveillance.
That's fair.
I'm gonna leave that on top. That could be a mistake, and I am going to lose mana, and I will pass.
All right. Let's get saucy. We're gonna go ahead and drill into our own brain. We're gonna thought scour, see if we can mill something interesting. We milled a Sink into Stupor and a Murktide. Okay,
I mean, those
not
are
great
interesting.
reanimation targets. They're definitely interesting. Yep. And cool. All right, Bridger 1, you're going down. We're gonna drop that Flooded Strand here. And is this what we want in our lives? Yeah, it kind of feels like it. Feels like this is the move. So we're gonna go ahead and
What could it be? Well, you do have 6 cards.
This
in
is
the
what I'm
graveyard.
confused. I'm very confused by this thing that's in this deck. So I've got Harbinger of the Seas in the deck. There's no swamps.
That's odd.
So
Yep, that's very
when
strange.
you play that, you lock yourself out of like a lot of your cards.
Yes.
That's not a decision that I would have ever made.
It's an odd choice. I think including 1 swamp seems to be almost
Standard,
just better than not including 1 swamp.
Exactly.
But I
So
think
instead, go ahead.
I think the argument is that your threats, like once you have somebody under Harbinger, then you can still cast your own Oculus and your own Murktides. And win.
You cannot unearth or anything though. But yeah, I guess you're just trying to oppress them.
Right. You can't unearth or frog, but they are probably a lot more harmed by the Harbinger than you are, is my guess.
Yeah, it's interesting. I'm just used to because I've been running Harbinger and it has very minimal impact if you play your lands correctly. You know, you're you can play off your 3 mana and whatever. That's single swamp. So I'm used to basically no downside if you play your cards right. But I think most of these lists are still running the Harbinger. I don't know. We'll see. You can
So
flip your
T's
mana
asking
anyway.
T's asking if I'm playing a build with Elysian Dryad. I am not. This build is actually from... Oh, it's a pro player. I should remember his name. He played this in an event, and I just took his deck because I'm not big brain enough to build Amulet Titan. There's a lot of different builds of Amulet Titan these days, though. Sorry, I'm hard casting a prime time. I should probably talk about that.
This is
just a prime
madness.
time.
Oh, all right, all right. I'll allow it. Not because I have to, but because I choose to.
Oh boy. Now
I have to.
we are in this situation of the deck has a lot of one of utility lands, and sometimes you cast a prime time, and then the utility land that you need is in your hand.
No.
So that's cool. We also have a shifting woodland. We didn't talk about that. I guess we can't talk about all the lands because there's just
that could be the whole stream.
It would be the whole stream. All right, we're gonna get Urza's Saga and Shifting Woodland. So Shifting Woodland is a very cool card. It is a land that can become a copy of any permanent in your graveyard if you have Delirium and you pay 4 mana. So if you kill my prime time, I can just make my land into a prime time.
It's so cool.
And with that, I have to pass.
Beautiful. All right. Well, this is not an all-star today, but
the bowman.
We'll bring him in. Little bowman. Give you a little ping.
Ow.
Some damage going. And have a little 1/1 for your trample. Yeah, this is a tough position, honestly. Not getting what we need here.
Alan and Kathleen were Yusuf's Hurricanes.
Alan and Kathleen.
Mm-hmm. But Alan is spelled Allen. So that's something.
We'll go ahead and play Gloom Lake first. It's our second one. It's a notable sort of dual land that people have been playing. I'm surprised that a lot of people are running 3 now. And pretty much all the Dark Slick Shores are getting pulled in favor of these, which is interesting. They both have downside. I would have thought you would do like 2 and 2 or 2 and 1. This one is a little bit better, but yeah, people are just going all in on 3 of these. Basically, it gives you a blue, and then it can give you a black, but only if you control an island or swamp. So early game, there are some situations in which it doesn't actually get you that black that you need. But again, you kind of just need to be careful with your mulligan is basically it. Later on, it's great. I'm a big fan.
Yeah, I think these lands are straight cracked. Like the fast lands that they took out really suck to draw later. There is never a bad time to draw Gloom Lake Verge, or there's actually a whole cycle of these. It's only allied lands.
Yeah. Yeah, drawing them is never wrong. Oh, bow. Here she is. It's coming out to play.
You killed my Urza Saga.
It's pretty neat. We're not gonna feed you anyone. We'll just take a nap.
Okay. Well. Huh. Okay.
I love that card.
That's a twist for this game, certainly.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna play this island. It's pretty.
Yeah.
Cool.
You like islands?
Yeah. And I think I can go get 2 more islands here.
I do reckon. I don't even think I want to prevent the single damage, so we'll just take it to the face.
Do I have basics?
You got islands.
I do have basics. Okay, so if I get a forest and also a forest. Cool. Cool.
That's so amazing.
Uh-huh.
Wait, can you tutor non-basics now because there are islands in your deck? Or does it not work that way?
Primetime gets any lands.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
but if you had something that grabbed a basic land?
No, it's only on the battlefield they are basics.
Okay, makes sense.
We've had first primetime, but what about second?
Stop it. I'm supposed to be countering these.
Well, sorry, bro.
No, it's okay.
All right.
It's okay. That's the way it goes sometimes.
We're gonna get 2 Lotus Fields, and then if you ever lose your Harbinger, I just have Infinity Million mana.
Yeah, if you don't beat me to death first. You have, what is that, 12 eight on the field next turn, so I have a 2-turn clock at best. Um. Yep, we're gonna pass. Actually, let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do this. Desperate times. Won't matter. We're gonna go ahead and cycle this stupid unearth.
Mm-hmm.
Notably,
can't cast it because we talked about that.
Yep. Nothing good in there. And then now we pass.
Okay.
We're just trying to dig for a solution here, which we obviously have not found yet.
Well,
Jesus, 2 prime times.
I don't know why none of the Titans were legendary. They should have both been legendary, or all 5 of the Titans should have been legendary.
Yeah, for sure. So he's gonna go through his deck. He can grab now 4 lands.
Yeah, well, just 4 lands. That's all.
It's 4 lands, no problem.
Yeah. No issues here.
They're
all gonna come in untapped.
I love it.
I don't know, 2 Megasynth Gardens. Who cares? So
Yeah,
we
no
just have
problem.
all the lands.
Yum. All right, well, we have to now, or we're just dead. So doesn't super matter how we block. And we will see how we draw.
I've been freed from the shackles of Harbinger,
God,
but I don't think there's anything cool to do.
Yeah. You have about 1 million mana, approximately.
Yeah, my hand is 2 lands and 2 Arboreal Grazers, so...
Oh, I'm into it. That's going to do it for me there. So I'm going to concede. We'll go to the second round. Yeah, it was an odd combination of no good unearthed targets. We had the wrong. I had spell pierce, the wrong kinds of counter spells essentially up, and the bowmasters don't do anything in this game. So
yeah,
we will talk about that in sideboard. So I'm definitely pulling those. This is going to be the other interesting part about playing a new deck.
Yeah, sideboarding. So the funny thing about Amulet Titan is the sideboard is also a bunch of one-ups. So
oh my god,
have to
it's so wild.
Figure out all these one-ups.
So wild. I love it.
Jeez. Boy. Okay. All right, chat. I think it's just us now. I have no idea how to sideboard. I don't love scape shift.
I don't know if it's worth including any consigns against Titan. You have so many triggers.
I do have 4 1 rings.
Oh, that is true.
And you can also counter Amulet of Vigor.
Right. Okay.
Okay. I do get to cut 2 lands.
Drop this. And
this is too slow.
No, I don't think I want these. Okay.
Oh no, you're already done?
Yeah, take your time. Take your time. You're good.
Okay, I am playing a Mirror Pool. I saw somebody earlier asked if I was playing Mirror Pool. I'm playing 1 Mirror Pool. If you can think of a land, I probably have 1 of it.
Yeah, I love it. The list is just too long to show.
How am I supposed to cast? Why are these... What? I have to cut another land. That's not amazing. And then 2 non-lands.
Ooh.
I don't think those are going to resolve. Okay. All right. That was not correct sideboarding, but I have submitted a deck.
That's all good. We are learning and experimenting. Yes, I would like to be on the play. Typically in Magic, when you don't get any lands,
you throw it back.
Yeah. Traditionally.
I have a slot machine hand, and I'm going to keep it.
I'm into it.
You don't know what
Yeah,
my hand is, but I also don't know what my hand is. So that's like it's a collaborative
I'm here
effort.
for it. I'm very much here for it. Ooh, I should have got rid of this card. Oh well. In the deck. That's going back. Okay. Let's get going.
You should not pass through your turn.
Yeah, correct.
We're in your combat step.
Yep.
Okay,
I'm just waiting for main phase.
Okay.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
Okay.
I very much appreciate
I wanted to make sure you weren't like auto passing through the turn.
Yeah, totally. So we're gonna shock land, and then we're gonna have a tiny little look-see at your hand.
Oh, okay. Well,
We're gonna seize the thoughts.
now you will see my mystery hand.
I know, this is the problem. I don't know what to do with all this.
Well,
Aftermath is obviously a great leader. Summoners. Oh, that's what the heck. All right. I just don't like you having that tutor. So let's just not.
It's fair.
Yep.
That's fair.
Yep.
Now I don't have to worry about it, which is kind of nice.
Yeah. Just want to take that stress off for you.
Yeah. All right. Urza's Saga pass.
Oh my god. It's good. It seems good. Seems good. All right. I would like to take a moment to consider.
I'll allow it.
I have lines for all my cards. Nope. Okay.
Oh, you don't have a second land?
I don't have a second land.
Oh, okay. Well, I pretty much only have lands. So...
Perfect. And then it works out.
This seems fine. I'll play Beseiju and cast Aftermath Analyst.
Yep, checks out.
I milled Amulet of Vigor, Summoner's Pact, Explore. Okay, so that's all of my Summoner's Pacts. Don't need to worry about that ever again. Cool.
I'm into it.
Pezzler is saying, pet peeve of the day, people in the same building that put their laundry in the dryer and then walk away without coming back. Yeah.
Oh, the worst. The absolute worst. Oh my god. I feel so dumb. I literally don't have another land. How is this possible? I've dug 5 cards so far. And
Would you like to borrow a land?
Yes, please. That would be great.
I only have
Oh my
lands.
god. So bad. No.
All right.
I needed to get out faster than you, not slower than you.
I'll play a land. Look, you're on a 20-turn clock here, Adrian.
Yeah,
So,
you are. It's pretty shocking.
out.
No, I've only got 16. I shocked myself.
Oh, all right. You got 15 more turns.
In that case, that changes everything. Okay.
There's a land.
It is technically a land.
And it's going to find you another land.
Yeah. Yeah. Do we want to? Oh, we're gonna sit.
All right, we're going to do the Mycosynth Gardens thing.
Yeah, do the thing with the stuff.
I have 2 Amulets of Vigor now, but one of them is still a land, I think. Nope, not a land. It's just I have 2 Amulets of Vigor. Cool.
Right. Nice.
Land today is probably better than land tomorrow.
Here they come. So we're doing the tap on tap for 6 mana.
4. 2 Amulets.
Hmm.
And then we'll give it the old Explore.
We'll allow it.
Very interesting. For my next trick, we will attempt a repeat act.
I'm into it. It's so much mana coming through.
I will put on the stack the one and only ring.
Oh, I don't much appreciate that. Well, I cannot abide by this, my friend.
Oh,
Yep.
oh, you got me. Oh,
We're gonna. I'm to blame.
Well,
We just need buy time.
for that, sir, I must deal you 1 damage.
He's speeding up the clock. I don't like it. Yeah, it's the one and only ring.
There's only ever been 1 ring.
Always has been. All right, let's enough messing around. Time to bring out my bestest boy, the Froggy. Ugh, I love him so much.
How am I supposed to kill you now?
Yeah.
This was my only plan.
It's a good plan.
Grazer.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
I've never noticed he actually has the sloth keyword. How many creatures in Magic do you think have the sloth keyword?
Oh, probably not many, right?
Yeah. Sloth tribal?
What am I? I think it has to be battlements.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Oh, it doesn't matter. I don't need that mana. And then just play shifting woodlands.
I like it.
And I can't attack into your frog, so.
I mean, you can. You're allowed to.
It seems unwise.
I wouldn't recommend it. Yeah. He could be a large frog. A large lad.
We have a report from Cookie Nova. There are 2 sloth creatures.
Oh? What's the other one?
We'll never know. But Arboreal Grazer is the best sloth, for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, the other's from Fallout. That makes sense.
Oh, yeah. It's like a big mutant sloth, isn't it? Yeah. In it. Okay. We can do cool stuff. Think. Let us leaf. We're gonna fight. Do we want to fly? Oh, you have reach.
Grazer has reach, yeah.
And then animalist duder you want to keep alive, so yeah, we'll just swing.
You wouldn't kill a frog. Sorry.
I wouldn't.
You wouldn't kill a sloth.
I wouldn't kill a frog. I would like to discard this here abhorrent Oculus. Whoa! Oh. And then yeah, what? You're a 3, so I need 1 more ideally. We'll get rid of this here other frog.
He's gaming out of his mind.
Other. That should do it. We'll pick you up, and we're gonna go ahead and cast Yield Unearth. We're gonna dig him up. Oh. It's happening.
Oh, that's
happening.
Big Oculus.
Oh. I am into it. And then, do I actually want that? You don't really have spot removal, I don't think. Oh,
you bet.
His last word.
You don't have to kill my analysts. They're just looking at spirals on the ground.
Yeah. Oh, I'm not gonna kill him. I'm gonna consider consider my situation. Cool. We'll top deck that, draw it, and we shall pass. We got the eye. So exciting.
It's very cool art.
Right? Interesting. One goes in the graveyard. Might as well. Oh. Yeah, the art is awesome. We're on to your combat?
Yeah. How many man? How many man? I could have many mana.
Mana for days. They eroded 2 more sloth. Like they added the sloth keyword to something.
Lumbering Mega Sloth. That's an excellent name.
That's the Fallout one. Relic Sloth. And then an unseries. Yeah, checks out. That's awesome. But my condolences about your laundry situation, Pezler. It's one of the worst things about complex living. People suck. And then all the machines are always broken all the time.
This is a weird play.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be weird.
Hmm.
Oh, the sack is interesting. I hadn't even thought of that.
Oh, right. It's on the bottom. Oh boy.
Oh,
5 mana.
that's sorcery speed. Never mind. Don't do that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I probably did. Nah, it doesn't matter. Sack the lands that I tapped. I could have had a lot more mana this turn, but I don't think I actually need it.
Yeah.
We'll just get those lands back. Oh.
Yep.
We'll play it differently.
Go ahead, T. Feel free. And then if you guys want it, this is my deck. I don't have a nice format. This is just taken from the MTGO website. Yep. So returning all his lands from the graveyard to the battlefield. If they are tapped, they will untap.
Oh, I was supposed to stack this. I'm so used to putting everything below the amulet triggers.
Oh, right.
I get to untap and then tap my Urza Saga, but I can't tap it because it doesn't have the ability to add mana yet. Because I put that at the bottom. Okay,
it's so stressful. Oh my god.
A lot of triggers.
Oh, sorry, my bad. Yeah,
we're blowing up
consent.
Everything.
Yeah. Oh my god.
And Besage You, I can tap. Now Urza Saga is allowed to tap for mana. We will transmute Teleria West.
What's that do again? Transmute?
I'll go get something with the same mana value.
Oh, nice. Which is 0, so another land?
Or if I didn't mill all of my Summoner's Pacts, I would have cast Summoner's Pact and won the game.
Ah, no!
But that's how it goes.
Classic.
I don't think I have enough. Yeah. I have misplayed this turn. I'm supposed to go get Otawara here and then bounce your eyeball, but missing the first tap on Lotus Field means I don't have enough mana. So instead, we get another Urza Saga. I'm supposed to get Cavern of Souls or Urza. I think it's just Urza Saga, and I try to beat you with Saga tokens.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
That's my plan.
Interesting.
It was a long turn. I apologize.
No, you're good. It's very interesting, and the ordering is so particular. That stressed me out to play. It's like one click away from just losing
At all times.
At all times, yeah.
Yeah.
I think I want to get my frog cards first. I'm thinking if I want to discard anything. Yeah, so we'll swing out. Then, it's a tough call.
It's a lot of damage.
A lot of damage.
3, 8, 10?
So 10.
Cool.
Put you at half no matter what. Yeah, I don't think I bid anything. Take the draw. That'll do, pig. That'll do. Okay, so second main will Bloodstain Mire, and we're gonna go ahead and look for something. Let's call it. Oh, maybe I just was it in the graveyard or something?
You do have a basic
totally.
swamp.
Yeah, I don't know what. I don't know. And then you know why that's a basic swamp. It's because we gotta bring out big. Look at. It's the blue moon, Bridger.
It hurts so
It's really good. It's really good. Yeah, we'll manifest this. Your dread, Bridger.
Okay, well, I have a hand of lands, so I'm gonna concede.
Yeah, that's fair.
Okay, on to game 3.
Well, we are 1-1. Let's see it.
Interesting.
What's up, Cameron? Thanks for tuning in. Yeah, Magic Titans. Yeah, we haven't done a physical thing in a little while, but we're doing some more Magic Online, which has been good to to just, make content, play games, and share Magic with people. And then we did do a short for Duskmorn, so we're slowly but surely getting back into things. We've just been loving Magic.
We still exist. We're
Oh,
going
it was
Vegas.
game 2 when you said it. Yeah, I'm excited. I just got my merch. I had my cool my shirt, but it has the green fibble flip, which does not read well on a green screen. So
The color of the green screen. Yep.
yeah, it's like the exact same color.
I'm sticking with my bad sideboarding.
Yeah, that's fair. I think I did as good of a job sideboarding as I am qualified for, so I'm gonna stick with it as well.
Oh, I'll be on the play this time.
Oh no, classic. I know it's always stressful because it's like, okay, now I have to I have to win 2 in a row, which doesn't really matter, but psychologically it does.
No, it's just this is the only game. This is the only game. You just have to win
The
this
only game. Oh my god, what are these hands? Oh, do I risk it? I'm gonna risk it.
For the
Famous last
biscuit?
words. For the biscuit.
Oh, keep it, risk it. When I hear risk it, I usually think like I'm gonna mulligan.
No. I had a no lander, and then I mulliganed into playable but risky, and I kept that. I really want my card advantage here. I want to have options. Come on, big money, medium money. All right, we're gonna go ahead and drill into our brain once again. Fill a couple cards. We did not hit any creatures. Yeah. And cool.
Oh,
It's so weird. It really does change the way this deck plays. Like it's a pretty big shift from what I've been doing. Interesting.
T sending that endurance to the graveyard against reanimator, such a flex. No, I just need more lands, bro.
I love it.
Uh,
No, that's a beautiful treatment.
This hand is awkward.
Mm.
We're gonna make it work.
Yeah, I believe in you.
Making it work.
All right, big money, medium money.
It happens.
It happens. Yeah, this is fine. It's a little slow, but it's not the end of the world. It's a matchup we can afford that. The Grazer will get there.
Oh, what are we gonna mill? Amulet.
Gonna be
Land explore.
Okay.
Sloth attack.
Oh, that's just rude. What the?
Yeah, take that.
That's so rude.
Yeah, take that.
No. Okay, let's think about this. No, nothing to think about. All right, so we'll shock this in. Bring out my son. Hog.
This is your worst, son.
No. No.
Mermaid Lady says shush.
Yeah, dude, I love that card so much because it's just like it's so like dripping with lore. It's like, oh, this is a mystical dispute. 2 wizards, we're having a disagreement over like wizardry stuff. It's so good.
If you're not a wizard, stay out.
Yeah, you just wouldn't get it. Yep. Okay. Ba-ba-ba-ba. Let's see. What do you say to 2 of my sons?
2 children? I couldn't kill 2
Yeah.
children.
You're good. Yeah. Yeah. Let us go to main. And actually, you know what? I cannot abide Let's see. It's gonna have to be a Shakarino. You can't kill me if I kill myself first. I just told me to have this man's.
Oh, no analyst. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm down an
You
analyst.
you'd have the option next turn.
Well, you were right. I did have the option. I drew the land.
Aha!
However,
Yep.
you got them force? You got that force?
No.
You ain't got no force?
No. I'm not gonna say I had consign if I just didn't do that. But I had consign. The Bridger is gonna be invincible this turn. Untargetable, undamageable. We sit. Gonna start drawing cards. It's like the one thing that the Bowmaster would do in this matchup, but it wasn't worth keeping him around for. Dang darn reach. Think.
Oh, Cookie Nova asking for our favorite archetypes, saying that there's this Blitz. I think we're actually both playing our pet decks, like our favorite archetypes.
Yeah, for sure. I'm very much a Dimir player at heart. I'm the same way in Warhammer and Magic. I like to have lots of options, be very cagey, conservative, and Frogtide is like perfect. And Amulet is just like Willow tuned in. She's like, who is playing Amulet Titan? Such an unhinged deck. And I'm like, who do you think is playing this? This is obviously Bridger.
Yeah, I love wacky combo decks.
It's so fun. 3, 4. I need to count some cards. 1, 2. It's 8, which is not quite enough. Okay. We need that. Okay, we're just gonna not mess around. 2, 3, 4, 5. Bring in ye old murky tea.
Whoa.
Yeah. And then we don't have enough, so unless we're bidding a card, it's not gonna. You're not gonna let us through.
Oh, you can't hit me anyway. I have ring protection.
Oh, cheers. Thank you. Okay. Yeah, this is a moot point. And that's that.
Yeah.
Such a burden. It's like a frog. Yeah, I love this deck. It's cool. It's got cool creatures, cool spells. I love this treatment of this psychic frog. That's honestly what got me. That was like the thing I was most excited about for Modern Horizons 3 was just this singular card. Which I wasn't really following them. I literally just found it on accident. I was working on my Felix deck, which is all about like for commander, and it's all like attack triggers or combat damage triggers. And it was like, oh, have you heard about this card coming out in like a month? And I was like, oh, is this my new god?
I'm doing math. I'm making a lot of weird
no
faces because I'm trying to do math. 2, 4. Carry the 1, and then you divide, and then you 15.
Yeah, that sounds like. Oh, okay. See what you got.
I have a growth chamber. It makes the mana,
You've got 1 amulet.
and then it goes away.
Yeah.
It's like a magic trick. I have
That's
a
so
growth
cool.
chamber.
Oh my god, stop it. Yep.
It makes the mana, and then it goes away. I would like to explore.
Yep. You're going to get to do that.
Oh, all right.
YouTube channel PC's dead again. What the
Lesson
heck?
learned. Should have played the turn differently.
Oh, classic.
Should have explored
theme
first.
Oh, no. It was there all along.
I have a growth chamber.
This is so insane.
It'd make it to mana. It go away.
I'm a simple man.
I
Yep.
have Big
No,
Titan.
no, no. He's so big. Um. Yep. Can't do anything about that.
Oh.
Do I?
Oh,
Do I want to stop any of this?
what does that mean?
There's so many triggers. So many triggers. Um. No, you're gonna fail attack and get anyways.
Okay. So, all right. I don't think I've ever actually done
I'm
this.
so curious.
I'm gonna put the sack on the bottom. These belong to that, so I actually need. Yep, that's the correct ordering. Good. Okay. So we will untap Lotus Field, make 3 red mana, untap Lotus Field, make 3 green mana, untap the battlements,
Mm-hmm.
give Titan haste, untap the battlements, sack 2 lands. We're gonna go Otawara, Teleria West. 3,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
6, 7 Cultivator Colossus.
Oh my god. This is bad, folks.
Okay, so now we get to spin the slot machine of I draw a card and I put a land into play, and then I draw a card and then I put a land into play, and I draw a card and I put a land into play, and then
That's insane.
it's,
Oh my god.
these triggers are gonna happen. Right.
This deck is crazy.
I'm not allowed to use this stack until we're done resolving Cultivator Colossus. Okay.
Right.
Cool. Vesuva's gonna be a Simic Growth Chamber.
Holy crap.
Okay. All right. Well, there's a lot of stuff going on, Adrian. This
Yeah,
is
this is exciting.
complicated.
Now this is pod racing. By the way, if you're enjoying the stream, give it a like and consider giving a comment down below. It definitely helps us with the old algorithm. We'd love to do more Magic content.
Have you met my bear?
Oh my god, you're literally doing all the things.
I have a bear.
All the things. Holy crap. Yep. Mm-hmm. More triggers.
Meet bear.
I don't even know if there's a point in stopping you getting your lands back.
The game is gonna freak out at some point.
Yeah. Holy crap.
Oh, Adrian, no.
Yes.
Oh, come on.
No way. No way.
Okay. All right. Let me just click all these Amulet of Vigors.
Amazing.
Look, we're gaming out of our minds here, Adrian.
Oh my god, this is insane. I love it.
Okay, can anybody read my board anymore? What's happening?
It's so good.
Oh, Kessig Wolf Run. All right. Yep, definitely ordered these wrong. Would love to be able to activate this, but instead I will add a colorless mana.
Oh my god. Close them out.
Uh-huh. What's untapping now? Did anything untap?
I have no idea.
Where are we? What am I playing? All right. Well,
What year is it?
Red.
It's 2024. And Bridger's playing Amulet Titan.
Green. Oh, I should have just made red twice. It's fine. Everything's fine. Look, we have all the mana. Everything's fine.
My god. Hey, what's up, Kino2? Thanks for joining us. Yeah, One Ring plus Flicker. Yeah, One Ring or One Ring with another One Ring. It's kind of the irony of it is like one of the greatest powers of the One Ring is it's actually the 4 ring. And the moment the heat gets too hot for you, you just reset. You get protection from everything for a turn and relieve yourself of those burden counters if you need to. Oh, we did it. We cleared them out.
I think I got through all of it.
Holy crap. What is that? 21, 22 mana?
I don't know a lot. I just click the button until it all goes away.
Oh my god. I'm trying to think like I mean what I'm supposed to do is do this.
You gonna consign my Kess's Wolf Run?
I should. Always yield. Wait, what is this? Why is this asking me? Boom. Yield?
Well, if you yield, you let it resolve. Are you trying to yield?
Oh, well, I clicked on it. It's too late.
Can
I'm pretty
consign stop? Consign's triggered
target
abilities, right?
triggered ability. Oh, it's
Yeah,
triggered.
this is an activated ability.
Right. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm gonna lose mana. I mean, it's basically GG's, but yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I think I have.
Huh? Yeah.
I choose not to activate Prime Titan's ability. I'm kind of tired of interacting with the stack at the moment.
Boom. Yeah. That was crazy. That was cool. We got to see Amulet actually like pop off, do the thing.
Yeah, that was a lot.
That was madness. Oh my god. It was so cool though.
That was wild. Okay.
What'd you think?
It was interesting. So like I saw in the first game, kind of neither of us did our thing. Like I just hard cast Prime Time and you didn't have a counterspell, and then that was it.
Yep.
And then game 2, your deck did the thing. We got to see the control mid-range aspect of like, I'm going to make a threat and then stop you from ever doing anything. And my threats are just going to grow and then I'll kill you. And then game 3, we saw Amulet Titan put 50 triggers on the stack and win the game.
It was wild. Yeah, and just like ramped super hard, and again, it's what I was talking about earlier. There's just so many triggers. There's not any one key moment to stop it, other than like don't let them snowball it in the first place, or get like a blood moon or a blue moon out there to stop it. It's a lot once you get that momentum. But that's the cool thing about Amulet Titan. So yeah, I like it.
Yeah,
I'm just looking at my deck right now. Oh, so go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
Just a side note, I was realizing, I'm like, why do I feel like I'm having a tougher time with mana? It is only 3 considers and no preordains. So that's where I'm really feeling it. The preordains are really nice if you have only 1 or 2 lands in hand, but you have a preordain. Like generally, you're pretty fine. But without that, it's like those actually become a lot riskier. So yeah, you can see here just the 3 considers. So I don't know if I need to be mulliganing more aggressively. And I just can't count on those cantrips the way that I normally would. So
yeah, that's
anyways, but you're about to say something.
No, that's a good thing to think about. Older versions of the deck played a lot more cantrips to put cards in the graveyard, and that has been sort of replaced by Thought Scour. Like Thought Scour is doing double duty of putting cards in the graveyard. So, but it's a worse cantrip, right? You have less card selection.
Yeah, it doesn't let you sculpt the way that like Preordain does.
Mm-hmm. So I think you do have to mulligan more aggressively just to have playable hands. Like before, you could free roll a like 2-land 1 cantrip hand into, I don't know, maybe it'll work out. But now it's so risky to do that.
Yep, exactly.
So the thing I was gonna bring up is T actually mentioned in the first game when I hard cast Titan, I had a combo kill on the spot, and I just didn't like. I don't know all the lines, and I thought because I had battlements in hand, I couldn't give the Titan haste. Like I couldn't figure out a way to give it haste. But I am willing to bet that there is a way with this crazy deck to still do the thing. I just don't know how.
Right. Yeah. Remind me, what does battlements do again?
It's pay red and tap to give haste.
Okay. Yeah, fair enough.
Cool, and it's the only haste source in the deck, I think.
You're right.
It's such a slim, like such a razor thin margin deck. There's one of each combo piece that you need, and they just have a density of combos. So like,
yeah,
rather than having redundancy, they're just like, what if more combos? What if?
Yeah, more combos, more better, and like a lot of ways to tutor them out. So it's up to you as the player to really determine like what do you need in any given situation, which is difficult but really, really exciting.
Yeah, I think it's cool.
It's just a massive toolbox.
I have another deck loaded up. Did you want to play some more games?
Yeah, I'd love to play some more games. I can run it back with this. I can also play something else. What are you feeling?
That's up to you. I think I'm gonna switch to something diametrically opposed to what I was doing. I was
Okay,
playing
that's great.
Giga Brain Combo, and now I think I want to play Domain Zoo, which is just
Oh, Domain Zoo.
get them.
Get 'em. That sounds amazing. I know it less well, so let me switch to a deck that doesn't rely on me knowing your deck well,
Sure.
if that makes sense.
While you're picking a deck, do you want? I can do a deck tech of Domain Zoo.
Absolutely. Let's do it.
Let's take a look here. Domain Zoo is built around this funny card, Leyline of the Guild Pact. This is a relatively recent. This was Karloff Manor. This is this year. This is a 5-color Leyline. All of your permanents are all 5 colors, and all your lands are all 5 basic land types, which also means they tap for all the land or for all the colors of mana. This, of course, is going to go along with something like Leyline Binding, a lot of domain cards, caring about having all the land types. So if you start the game with a Leyline of the Guild Pact, your Leyline Binding costs 1 mana after you play any land. We also have Territorial Kavu, who cares about number of land types. He's a red and a green for a star, where star is the number of land types you control. So he's a 2-mana 5/5, and when he attacks, you can discard draw, or you can exile a card from our graveyard. We have Domain Removal in Tribal Flames. We can deal 5 damage for 2 mana to any targets. This could go face. Stubborn Denial, Ferocious. Because we're going to have big creatures, we can just hard counter for 1 mana, which is pretty cool. Outside of that, it's just a good stuff pile. So we have 4 Bolts, 4 Ragavans, 4 Bowmasters, 3 Flages. This is just a go get 'em. Oh, sorry. I missed Scion of Draco. How could I?
Oh, yes.
He's a 2-mana 4/4 flyer. Each creature I control will have Vigilance, Hexproof, Lifelink, First Strike, and Trample because they're all 5 colors.
Woo-hoo. So good.
So that's Domain.
Domain. You can't go wrong. Like you said, it's a good stuff pile. It's got a lot of synergy that kind of just builds in a million different ways, and it's another kind of toolbox style of list. I've been doing really well actually. This last month, it's really been coming up the ranks and doing well. I think it might have an okay matchup against like some of these energy decks. For whatever reason, I'm definitely seeing it increasing in popularity and success.
Yeah,
Cool.
I think it has a good energy matchup because it just goes bigger faster.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, I've got a deck picked out here. This is my other pet deck, which Bridger hates now. This is Soul Trader. Before the rise of Golgari midrange as we know it in Standard, I was playing it before it was cool. And I was like, again, talked about our pet decks and favorite things. I've always been a Dimir player, blue, black, all that stuff. But like the last year, I'm like, man, I've been really enjoying Golgari of all sorts, just having play it all time. Obviously, graveyard play is very important in Modern, but across all formats, I've been enjoying it. So this is a deck that is, let's talk about the namesake, of course, which is Worn Soul Trader, which is a zombie goblin wizard. 3 things that I love. And it is like you look at this thing and you're like, oh, you can do messed up combos with this thing 100%. It is pay life, sack another creature, create a treasure token. And that, of course, is just the beginning of a million different combos. The main one, the sort of classic, is, of course, running for Gravecrawlers. Classic 1 mana, 2/1 zombie that you can cast from your graveyard as long as you control another zombie, which, again, Exhibit A, Zombie Goblin Wizard. So between the two of these, you can, once you have these two out, you can basically just go straight to the face you can, you can create this loop equal to the number of life that you have, right? And then you have some way to either gain or deal, take life. So of course, Marionette Apprentice, which was another one that when it came out in MH3, everyone was like, oh, there's something here for sure. And this is whenever one of your creatures or artifact are put into a graveyard from battlefield, each opponent loses a life. So with the Soul Trader, you're sacking your zombies. You can obviously sack your treasures, do a bunch of damage. So a lot of kind of classic Golgari loops that you're creating. You've got Birthing Ritual, which is a really fun slot machine that lets you kind of sort through your cards and get your combos out. Basically, it's like a pod where you're stacking something to get something bigger. What makes it so strong though is you look at the top 7 cards of your library and it says you see something you like. Okay, now do you want to sack a creature? So you always have that option. Very, very strong. And then lots of little similar things, Boggart Trawler to get some reverse graveyard hate and just a cheap creature, and mana. Bloodghast is a classic, graveyard looping creature. Just one Zulaport Cutthroat, which is a classic. And then the Black Flare, which is fun because it basically allows you to deal with Mega Achille Eldrazi or, Lumeras and Titans and stuff like that. Of course, Unearth and Stitcher Supplier to basically power this whole thing. So, and Chatterfang for more combo. So it's very fun. It is a creature combo, which means it is susceptible to a lot of things, but it is kind of like these other decks that we've mentioned in the sense that like I'm constantly looking for like different lines and kind of engines to set up, which is a ton of fun. So I've been having a blast playing it to uh, mixed success, but a ton of fun. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's a really cool deck. It's interesting how many different creature combo decks there are right now, and
Yeah.
how they operate in kind of similar or very different places. Like, Amulet Titan is a creature combo deck in theory, right? But
Yeah.
it's nothing like Yawgmoth or the Soul Trader deck.
Yep.
A lot of cool stuff going on these days.
It is cool. It is cool. And I think they really, when they're the most successful, it's when they are combos, but kind of like we were saying with Titan, it's not just one combo. There's lots of ways to play it out, and there's ways you can even play it somewhat honestly in certain matchups. And I think that's really important to make sure it's an actual like playable deck that just doesn't get screwed the moment someone surgical instructions your key thing,
Yeah.
So, because that's no fun. But I like this one because it's like Yogg, but it's faster. It can kind of play much lower to the field. So, all right, let's see what we're looking at here. That's going to be a keep for me.
Oh, yeah, I'll keep a 6. Foothills Pass.
Beautiful. All right, we're going to go ahead and pollute the delta as we do. We're going to go dig in and let's see. Yeah, we'll shock it in.
Whoa.
Bring out yield a Gravecrawler.
Oh,
Go, baby.
getting punchy.
So,
All right. We have Portico as our only surveil land. Interesting.
oh, interesting. Huh. You were saying you're conflicted about the Surveil lands earlier. How so?
I'm conflicted in the fact that they are just auto includes in every deck. If
Yeah.
fetches are in your format, you should be playing surveil lands in every single deck. It's just a question of how many.
Yeah.
And that kind of bothers me. I think
That's a fair point.
it's not a good design space when lands must be played in a deck.
Right. Oh, nice. Kavu coming out very early. Oh my god, it's so thick.
Well, he's just
I
a
love it.
4/4.
It's just a 4/4 on turn 2. Honest. That's honest magic right there.
This is my son. He has an arm coming out of his mouth.
Yeah. He's so cute. Okay. So with that, decisions. Can't shock myself to death here. I'm nervous because you have Domain is a deck that will actually just punch you in the face. There's some that I can be pretty like dismissive with my shocks and not worry about like until you get the combo. But this is definitely a deck where my life total is going to actually matter. 2 there. Yeah, I think we want this. Okay. We'll crack it. We've already got some green options, so that's good. So we got black and green. We'll go ahead and pop out Geppetto. Geppetto's
Daughter?
son.
Wife?
And then before we go to the next turn, we're going to go ahead and get rid of this dang Kavu. Get out of here.
My son.
So Flare of Malice, sacrificing Gravewalker to have you sacrifice a creature.
My firstborn child.
And that's us. We don't take kindly to arm heads.
All right, I will play an Arid Mesa.
Did I lose audio?
No, I just wasn't saying anything. Unless maybe you lost audio. I don't know. Yeah? Can you hear me?
Weird.
I can hear you.
Are you hearing me, Bridger?
Yeah, I hear you.
I can't hear you at all.
Oh, I can hear you. And that means the stream can hear you.
Bridger!
Adrian? Well, please hold. For technical
I have
difficulties.
audio,
Oh, just not Discord audio?
but not your audio.
Maybe it's a Discord problem. Here, let's go.
If I tune into the stream, I can hear you.
Let's go here. And then I will check my Discord to see what's going on. You know what it is, Adrian? I pressed the M key. I muted
yum.
myself. That's good.
Well, it's good to have you back. Well, chat heard the whole thing.
It's good to be back.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Yeah, we're on your turn.
No, we're gonna be on your turn. I don't want it to be my turn.
What? Okay. Wouldn't dream of it. All right, what are we looking at here? Methinks. Yeah. Again, we're gonna zap ourselves for even more life. Classic. I know. It's a lot. Go green and a black. Bring out Yield Birth and Ritual.
Yep, that happens.
Yeah, that's good. And then we'll swing for some honest damage.
Never.
Once
I
you
won't
search
allow
through
it.
your deck. Dude, I played against Blue Black Mill the other day. I got so mad. I was just like, this is dumb. So dumb.
You cannot have birthing ritual. Yeah, Milk can be tilting to play against because it just kind
It
of
was
feels
so
like a coin flip.
He just like I like crack my my lands, and he's like Archive Trap, and I was like, what? I didn't even know people that played that card. That's insane.
Yeah, Mill. For some reason, in the past 15 years, there has been a Mill card printed to punish every possible game action.
Right? Yeah, exactly. And I was like, At first, I was like, okay, because again, I was playing Murktide, so I was like, I'm gonna have the biggest Murktide, and then I just didn't draw him. I was like, well, guess I'll die. Okay. Well, I really wanted that birthing ritual.
Well, you can't have it. It's too good.
It is quite good. What's up, Willow? Yeah, you're an adult now. You can't escape your responsibilities forever.
What am I doing? CA, we do have some paper modern decks, but I need to update mine.
Yeah, you do. I just bought my first ones. I bought Murktide, at least the Murktide of last week. And I also got actually the cards for this deck because the most expensive cards for this deck are actually they're the same. It was just a few extra things, so why not?
What?
And now I think I might need to go get an Oculus or Oculi.
White, blue, black, red. Okay. Black, red, blue, white. Please cast this spell.
Oh my god.
Okay, great.
I mean, it's so crazy.
I don't know why that was so complicated.
Yeah, it seemed like a struggle. So now you have 1 million land types.
Yeah, all my lands are all the types. All my permanents are all the colors.
You like lands? Name all the types.
Wastes.
Wastes. Let's see. Do we? Yeah, I want to know what my options are. So we'll bring out the old Soul Trader.
That's the name of the deck.
That's the name. Is that the thing?
That's the thing.
Swing.
Wait, I'm
Some
just
damage.
dead, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just
3
dead.
here. Yep.
You just have more life than me and can spin. Oh, you don't even need more life because you have Marionette Apprentice.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I die. I'm not gonna make you click 1,000
Yeah.
times.
I was like, do you want me to click? Yeah. Okay.
No, I don't want
Yep,
you to click
exactly.
any times. Maybe for the edification
I
of
feel
chat, but
I feel bad that I made you do the amulet one, but it was also too funny.
it was pretty
So,
cool.
it was dope.
I thought it was pretty cool.
Yeah. Yeah, thanks T. I appreciate that. I've made my peace with that money part of it. The cards will not last forever, but I'm gonna have some fun. I'll play some paper, and we'll see what happens. So I think I might play that Vegas, honestly. Okay.
Oh, you gonna play some Modern in Vegas?
I'm thinking about it, honestly. They got a few events. I know you said you weren't going to, but you should.
I should, but I like already paid for and signed up for a ton of events.
That's true. Oh yeah, you need to send me that, by the way.
I do need to send you that. I had to send Sam the flight details.
That's amazing. Let's see. Domain. Abus are good for pushing. Deluge isn't really a thing. Hmm.
I mean, how bad could it be running 61 cards? Really?
That's amazing.
I think it's the ideal number of cards.
Do it.
I'm gonna grab a drink while you mulligan, Adrian.
That sounds good. Let's go and chat. Let's hang out. Let's have a conversation. And you could shift it over to my show my cards. Oh, he left.
I can do that. I have that
Oh
power.
no, he's there. Yay! 62 card decks for the truth. Beautiful. Thanks. Yeah. So this is what we have now, and I have 60 seconds. Like the pushes are good for the Kavus. Like all these do have a purpose, but I'm not crazy about any of them. I'm not sure what I would get rid of, honestly. The Bowmasters. Ooh, you know what? Actually, Bowmaster's not amazing here. This will give us some anti-Kavu. Like, yeah, he's running a ton of non-basics. Yeah, he does have some key enchantments. But when in doubt, I'm just gonna try to not mess with the core deck too much.
That's a good way to learn. Like, I've heard some really good pro players say that in order to best learn a deck you've never played before is just don't mulligan. And then you'll find out what cards you wish you had and what cards you wish you didn't have. I thought that was cool.
That's the thing. Like, yeah, just figure out that core game loop, and just see how it plays.
Man,
all right.
For a leyline deck, I am not seeing the leyline.
Oh no, not the leyline.
Not finding it.
Yeah, you're absolutely right, CA. You got to be careful with those combo decks because you have all these pieces and they're supposed to be there in a certain proportion to make sure you can get it. So I think this deck in particular is sideboarded fairly specifically against specific decks, and Domain is not one of them. All right.
Oh, was I supposed to? Yeah, I was supposed to. Chat knows.
Oh no.
No, it's all right. I was being greedy, or like anti-greedy.
Yeah, you're being kind and rewinding.
Oh.
Rest in peace. Turn 0 game actions. I know.
Oh, this feels real bad.
I was trying some Temur Eldrazi for a little bit. It's got lots of turn 0 game actions. I played a guy yesterday with triple Devour of Destiny. That was funny. Opening hand triple Devour. We exiled like 9 cards. It's like, that's a thing. Ragavan!
Monkey?
You like that old border?
I didn't pick. No, I mean it's fine. It's fine. My
Okay.
favorite monkey is the one where he's like holding something up to his face, and the monkey's really big.
Oh, wait, is that the goggles one?
Mm-hmm.
Or they all have goggles. But
Yeah,
yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
yeah, yeah.
That's sick.
He's such a cute
Mm.
monkey. It's too bad he
He
terrorized
is.
everyone.
Yeah, people really hate him. Alrighty. So, fun fact about zombies: they can't block.
Mm-hmm.
All zombies.
Can confirm.
Yep. We'll grab Vamp. We will swing out, and we'll see if Bridger wants to take damage or lose a monkey.
I would never give up my monkey.
Talk to me or my son ever again. And then we will give ourselves a couple blockers in the form of Marionette and her son. A lot of children in the stream today, I'm realizing.
All right.
Maybe game 3 will have them.
I dug myself out of this.
Yeah, I had a feeling. Let's see. Wait, is there no target on the stack?
I'm targeting Marionette Apprentice. There's a red
Okay, there it
triangle
is.
on her.
Perfect. Do I care? Ragavan. Yeah, go ahead.
Do you care about this one?
I knew. I was like, you swear to God, if he does another one.
Can't sack the servo to flare.
No, I can't. But I can just be obnoxious.
Yep.
At least nobody gets to have anything.
Monkey.
Yep. I had a feeling. Monkey, look at the devastation you've caused.
Yeah, that was rough.
That was good.
that was something.
Right? I think. Let's see. Boom, boom. Do this slowly. Bring out a Zombo, and we will pass turn. Rise, my child army. No, Matthew Powell. No.
That's 3? Okay, we're gonna pass. Yeah, this hand is a mighty non-bow. It's a mighty non-bow of cards that I cannot cast. It's good. It's good. I've sculpted, I think, the perfect hand.
We'll swing on out.
Take 2.
Did you press M, Bridger?
Yeah, I pressed M. It's good to think about.
It's good to think about. It is. It is.
I talked in chat, and an M key was required.
Oh, I see.
I didn't think about
Look,
it.
if you want a private moment with that chat, that's allowed. You just gotta let me know. Otherwise, I'm gonna be concerned.
No, I typed in chat. I didn't even.
So good.
Any thoughts on replacing Bolt with the energy discharge? No. For a couple of reasons. One.
Yeah, tell us, because you're a big fan of Galvanic Blast. Energy discharge.
Yeah, Galvanic Discharge. Yeah, I am a big fan
yeah.
of Galvanic Discharge. Hounst ever. This is an aggro deck. Tribal Flames goes face. Kavu goes face. Lightning Bolt goes face. Galvanic Discharge does not go face. I also think that the energy package is really best kept as a package. As like a one energy card is not amazing. Like 3 energy cards is amazing.
Right. Yeah, I think that's entirely fair. I'm gonna surveil the land. Beep 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 beep. Oh, interesting. Actually, yes. DM I do. All right. What we got? Okay. Time to punch.
I take Gravecrawler damage.
It's just honest magic. What can I say? You know what's not honest magic is Unearth. Unearth is actually pretty dang honest.
Oh,
Let's be real here.
is it? Is it honest?
It's pretty honest.
Is it?
It's just bringing something back. I think that should have never been dead in the first place, Bridger.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't think it's honest.
Gravecrawler and yeah. Do we? Yes.
Oh,
Gassed.
very
Yeah,
aggressive.
spicy.
Board.
Yeah. Just gonna go fast. Okay.
That is what I was looking for.
He says, I like the flexibility of Bolt. I agree. I like the flexibility of Bolt, but I've seen some competitive decks that go Galvanic Discharge route as the only energy with the logic that you rarely send the Bolt to the face, and Discharge can sometimes kill bigger creatures. Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, so I think,
But I think
there's a time and a place, right? Like, there are mid-range decks that want Discharge for the reasons you're saying, but the sole goal of this deck is to kill your opponent before they can do their thing.
yeah. Exactly. All right. Speaking of which, do we want any treasure?
Treasure.
Treasure. 1, 2, 3, 4. Not really. I think I actually rather have zombies. So yeah, go ahead.
Oh, I gained some life.
Yeah, that's nice. That's gonna help with the tempo here.
That bought me one whole turn. So that's good.
Right. Flage. And he's always ready to come back, which means I got to be very careful if I try to summon anything else important.
Oh, what an interesting question from Cookie Nova. If you only had to play one color of monocolor for the rest of your life, what would you pick, and why is it mono blue?
Mono blue. That's easy for me. It's black. Black all day.
Huh.
Mono.
Why,
I love
why
black.
mono black?
Well, it's not so much like the idea of mono black. It's just like across all my favorite decks and favorite archetypes, black is like pretty much always there.
Mm-hmm.
I like the aesthetic, obviously. I think like black is a lot of like hurt yourself to hurt your enemy more and things like that, which is a very fun mechanic. And despite the fact that I'm a very cautious counterspelly kind of player, it wouldn't be like my primary way I'd want to interact with people.
Yeah.
And that's why I like, like more like Dimir combos where it's like, okay, I have my control, but also I can actually finish out game. I'm not trying to play stacks here. So black for me. What about you, Bridger?
Oh, I'm gonna go red.
Oh, classic.
I think of the monocolor, like of all 5 colors, monocolor red is the most consistent. Wait, how we got there, bro? What? How?
I know.
We just took a trip to get there, city. Let's
Scared.
play it a little slow though.
Yep.
Flage.
Yes. Checks out.
But yeah, so like mono red. I guess it doesn't really matter which mono red has been the most consistent across the history of Magic. All the other monocolors like come in and out in terms of just being playable at all. So
yeah,
if my ability to just play the game goes away, that would make me sad. So I choose red.
I'm into it. Oh man. Pressed M.
I pressed M?
Yeah. Oh,
I didn't.
Oh no, sorry. I have you on the side, and it looked like you were speaking, which you were, but that was in the past. I'm, shameful. Oh my god.
Dude, I might
These phages
recover.
are gonna be. You are right now. Like I'm not quite. Like you're taking out one of my threats each turn. You're healing 3. Like I don't quite have that momentum. Which is why I gotta do this. I gotta put more threats on the board. I had it last turn. I was like, I don't want it to be flaged, but at this point, I kind of need to push you a bit more. So we gotta bring it out. Oh. 4. Yeah. Okay.
Hello,
Oh,
Flage.
escape. He's escaping.
He's free from the asylum.
The prisoner's escaping. Eat it.
We, of course, gave him haste with our glorious Arena of Glory.
Right, exactly.
We're going to gain so much life this turn.
It's pretty good.
Unless...
This is also pretty good.
Am I not gaining life?
We're going to push him back to the grave.
No, my Flage.
Which is like... Yeah.
It's a big delay.
It's a delay, yeah. Yeah.
It's
you need one more card in graveyard. Is it 5 in graveyard or is it?
It's him plus 5.
Him plus 5, yeah.
So I need 6.
Right, punch. Yeah, exactly. Okay, that's nice.
We'll get there one day.
One day.
Beautiful. I do have domain. I have all 5 colors.
Dude, you have so many colors. All right, so we're going to bring in Stitcher Supplier. We're going to mill Marionette's Apprentice, Boggart, Traveler, and another Flare. Okay, doesn't really mean anything. Can be tight. Unless.
It's my son.
I
have many sons, Adrian.
This is the episode for the kids.
Man. I have such deep regret about keeping the hand. There's been a card in my hand all game that's just...
No.
It's... No, my child.
I'm sorry. My boy. You
hexproof.
killed him. You sacrificed him by choice. I was like, you have to choose. Who's your favorite son?
Look, I'm going to 1 here.
Oh my god, it's so crazy. Oh man. Let's go. Interesting. Yeah, it's nothing weird. Getting crazy.
I'm not dead.
Nope.
Not dead yet.
Where's my grave boy? Come here. Yup.
Okay.
You have Flage if you want him, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
If we want to, we can leave our
It's a lot of great questions in chat. Yeah, here comes Flage. Yep. Okay.
Is your last card another Flare of Malice?
No.
Okay.
But you're gonna still laugh.
Is it a fatal push?
Yeah.
We're going to 1 again.
Yep.
No,
we can do this dance all day. What's happening?
Come on.
Oh my god. Come on. Nope, that's not lethal.
Okay. Okay.
You get another you live another day.
Go to 1.
It's so weird.
We're gonna get through this.
Oh my god.
Together.
We will. We're gonna come out the other side stronger.
Oh.
Soul Trader.
Okay.
But now we've really been okay. That's enough. That's enough fun. You gotta have a proper solution here.
Does that do anything? I don't think this does anything.
No.
It's large. All right, here's the card that's been in my hand all game.
Okay. Exile all graveyards. Oh, nice. Wait.
It's a huge non-bow with Flage.
Oh, that's fair. Wait, that's in the main deck?
No.
This
is game 2.
Oh, this is game 2. Yeah.
All right. You got me.
Yay!
I've been gotten.
You've been Golgotten.
Woof.
Wild, 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 wild. So was like I said, I really like this deck. I didn't. We kind of comboed in the first game. The second game is just momentum and removal, which in this case worked out well. And of course, better lucky than good. A little bit of luck drawing the perfect fatal pushes at the perfect time, which is important. Yeah. What do you think?
Yeah, I would have liked to see some pregame actions from the Leyline deck.
I know.
I mulled every game looking for Leyline, and maybe that's incorrect. Maybe I just keep a 7, like a functional 7, and play it like a normal deck. But I treated this
Right.
deck as at least go to 6 every time if you don't have a Leyline.
Hmm.
But I was unwilling to go to a 5 looking for a Leyline because I think that's just not Magic in 2024.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, that doesn't sound unreasonable because the ley line is so important.
Mhm.
Um, and again against Soul Trader, you need to go relatively quickly because I can at least trade you one each turn
Mhm.
between like flares or fatal pushes or something. So like just getting as many big things as fast as possible, I think is not unreasonable. Maybe Chad has different thoughts. I really like Domain though, honestly.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of Domain in all the formats. Some of you may have seen the standard Creator Showdown that I played in, where I played Domain. We went 2-2. We got through 4 rounds of 6. We did all right, and I played
Yeah.
standard Domain in that. And I like this deck, but it feels very fair, which is funny to say about a deck that plays two
Right.
mana 5/5s, but that's like
Yeah,
all it does. It plays 2 mana 5/5s.
exactly. It is very fair, which is why it's been interesting and cool to see it actually do quite well,
Mhm.
despite the unfair decks and again a lot of things that are teched against things that are like two costs. Between pushes and flare, not flare. The blue counter spell for two costers.
Yeah.
There's a lot of tech against it, and yet it still holds its own. Which is cool to see. I think the thick creatures themselves do well into other flages and bolts and things like that.
Hmm.
So they're low cost, but they can be quite high toughness.
Yeah, and CSS is pointing out the deck is extremely fair until you start with a ley line, and like the perfect run out of Kavu ley line before the game, Kavu onto Scion of Draco on 3
Hmm.
is incredibly hard to beat. Like both
Yeah.
of those huge creatures have all the keywords now, including hexproof. Like,
Hmm.
what are you
Hmm.
gonna do against that?
Not much, honestly. I
Yeah.
think it's very cool. We had some cool questions. As I mentioned, Cookie Nova asking if Warhammer released a second set of commander decks, which factions or characters would you want to see as decks, and which archetype would they represent?
Well, I
I
know you're
mean,
gonna
I
say
don't.
orcs.
It's it definitely works. Obviously, we need orcs. We had a little bit of a tease, right? We had Gaz, which was cool, but they also made him Mardu, which like I get it because they made him Zergo. But at the same time, like, come on, they have to be Gruul. Like, let's be real here. It's like Gruul, big stompy, and like a little bit of reanimation is not quite the right word, but reanimation. Like they should be coming back because they're orcs.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think they selected Mardu because the aesthetics within Magic of things that are Mardu are kind
Hmm.
of the visual aesthetics of orcs, but
Hmm.
realistically, there's nothing about the color white. Sorry, I'm thinking
No.
band. No,
Yeah, Mardu.
no, but Mardu is not red, green, white. That's band.
Uh,
No, that's sorry. I was right the first time. There's
yeah,
nothing
yeah, you're good.
white about orcs. Like they're not orderly. They're not law abiding. They don't care about other people. Like
Right.
it's not. They're not
It's, it was
faithful.
it was totally random. Yeah, it's like it was literally I think just for Zergo. Because it's like okay, he's gonna be like, it is fun. He plays, like you get that fantasy of like Gaz is just like unkillable and he's gonna try to one shot you. Like that's cool, but like if you were to make a whole deck around it, around like orcs in general, then it kind of falls apart because
Hmm.
it's just an Ultron sort of thing. So
Yeah.
yeah, and they had the commando that was black, which was like okay, and it was like when he comes out, your opponents have to like sacrifice something, which is like it's okay, but it's not like the best flavor when I'd ever seen, honestly.
Yeah,
So
I would go red, green, black for orcs.
red, green, black.
Yeah.
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 Okay, I'm on board for that. That would be great.
That's what I would do.
What would you want to do?
I think it's actually a real shame that they did all of the Imperium as like one thing and all of Chaos
Yeah.
is one monolithic thing because they took out a lot
Mhm.
of their future options, I think, by
Right.
doing that. Like you couldn't have a guardsman human go wide deck and
Hmm.
separately a space marine just go tall a few big guys deck or a custodes deck or a sisters deck or an admech deck. Like they kind of ruled out a lot of the sub factions of Imperium by just mushing it all together.
Hmm.
Um,
Hmm.
which leaves us with like Eldar.
Yeah.
We don't really have
Eldar would be very cool.
like a Drukari deck would be sick, like blue black Drukari.
Oh, that would be so sick. Oh my gosh. And you could have things like flickering and like bouncing. Like you'd have like transports that like flicker them or something and have like cool
Yeah.
ETB triggers. That would be sick.
Yeah, like a
Um,
vehicle where you crew it and then when it attacks,
mhm.
it flickers the thing that crewed it so it's untapped again.
Yeah,
That'd be cool.
exactly. Ah, that would be awesome.
Yeah.
I hope they do another set. I think it did well, but I also know that like working with GW is always difficult. Like you notice there are like we've seen follow-ups to the Lord of the Rings products and other things. We haven't seen follow-ups to 40K, and I think the licensing can get in the way of that kind of work. Honestly, I think that's probably the only thing
Yeah, it's
stopping it.
there's a lot behind the scenes with these collaborations that the average consumer has no idea about, right? Like the
Mm,
amount of runway, the amount of run up you need to make a product that is like a Marvel crossover or a 40K crossover, it's years. Like everything needs to go through approval processes on both sides and they need to go through approval processes for every instance of everything. So like here's an alternate art treatment of this card. Here's the digital release of this card. Here's a secret lair for this
mhm.
card. Everything needs to go through approval at so many levels. The run up is just a nightmare. And then
Yep.
there's like knock on effects. There's like a domino effect of, okay, well, we want to advertise this. So we need to use this card in an advertisement. Well, now we need to approve that, the whole advertisement. Oh, these content
Exactly.
creators, we want them to cover this product. All of the content that we're sponsoring needs to be approved. So like it's just
Hmm.
this monolithic ballooning problem. It's a miracle, to be honest, that we have universes beyond in the way we do. And
Yeah.
the massive financial and economic forces driving universes beyond
Yep.
have to be apparent given how hard it is just to do this.
Yeah, no, 100%. Like, obviously, it can be a huge money maker, but people will sort of be like, "Oh, it's like a big cash grab," which obviously good money there, but it is a huge investment in time and energy and money, as we were saying, between these big monolithic companies. So, like, I understand why there's difficulties getting them out. We can still hope, you know. Um, yeah, it's a miracle, exactly. I like it. You want to roll back one more game?
I would love a salty run back on this deck, to be honest.
I think that sounds
This
fantastic.
deck, I feel like I didn't get to see it do its thing, you know?
No, absolutely. That sounds great. Let's do it. I can attempt to poorly play my teamer, Eldrazi.
Yeah. Do you want to do a little deck tech
Yeah.
on Teamer?
Yeah. Unless you want the full run back, I'm also happy to do. I
No,
always love
I
my
just want to see this deck function.
Okay, yeah, that's what I figured. Yeah, so I can pull it up.
Yeah.
Let's take a look. All right. So I haven't updated this in a couple weeks, and I don't think it's particularly I don't think it's out of date actually, really at all.
Mm-hmm.
But let me know in chat. So this is Teamer Eldrazi or Eldrazi Ramp. You see it kind of listed under a couple different names in different places. And while I was looking at this, I was looking at other types of decks, as especially I was looking at like purchasing cards and things like that. And Eldrazi can be cool and fun, and Modern is one of the formats you can play them and not feel bad because everything's crazy. And so this one was interesting because it responds really well to a lot of the hate. Honestly, we saw brutal things like Blue Moon and stuff like that. There's a lot of hate against non-basic lands, and this deck just has a lot of ways of getting around it, right? So Team your Eldrazi, because there's a splash of blue, and by that we mean literally just consigned to memory, which helps in the blue matchups and the mirror. That's it. That's all the blue, which is hilarious. And you literally just have a breeding pool and then the talismans of curiosity as your blue sources. So there's that, and that's very interesting. And that's, I think, one of the reasons that this has actually been doing so well is because of those specific techs against those other top decks. And then, as I mentioned, in terms of its resistance against like different mana hate, it does things like Utopia Sprawl, where they're like, we're just gonna run a bunch of forests, and they're going to give us extra mana, which again could be blue when we need it or red when you need it, and you're immune to a lot of that kind of hate. So you have that. You have Malevolent Rumble, which of course lets you kind of search through your deck. This is top 4, grab a permanent, put it into your hand, and then you get a token to get some of your key cards. You have Ancient Stirrings, which is another one we see across these Eldrazi decks. Just 1 mana. It's nice early on. Look at the top 5 cards of your deck, and then you can reveal a colorless card and put it into your hand. So again, you're just kind of digging for what you need when you need. The mana base, it's not Tron. It's running things like Ugin's Labyrinth, which is 1 colorless or 2 colorless if you exile a 7-color spell or higher, which of course we have lots of. So big ramp, Eldrazi Temples, and then to help the ramp, of course, we're running 4 of the Sowing Myco Spawns, which are just absurd. These things are so dumb. 4 mana, 3/3, and then the crazy thing is you have 2 cast trigger. So even if someone is playing like Murktide and they want to counterspell this, it doesn't matter. You're going to at least be able to search for a land. Can be non-basic, so it'll be one of your 2-cost lands. And if you want to spend 2 more, which you can, because you're going to be ramping quickly, you can also exile target land. So you're just destroying your opponent's mana base while growing yours, and even if they counter it, you're still getting those 2 big effects. Very, very strong. Several turn 0 actions, maybe, in the form of Devour, which is a classic. Again, it's more just kind of sculpting your hand, and it's sculpting your hand, it's an exile on the cast, and it's a 6/6. It's just like crazy value. Board wipe, the One Ring, because it's amazing, and was frankly one of the few reasons I ended up not wanting to necessarily invest in this deck, because, One Ring. And then Kozilek's Command, another just wild spell that gives you a number of different options. You can scry for yourself, you can exile something, a creature, you can clear graveyards. It's just very, very strong. And then the signature kind of finisher for this version of Eldrazi is the Promised End Emrakul, which is basically a Mindslaver on a 13/13 flying trample protection from instance stick. So get him big, get big, like just actual mana. You're not cheating him out with Breach. You're getting him out there. You're neuting your opponent's next turn, and then hopefully you have enough to just kind of gut punch them. And then finally, of course, we have some board wipes that can trigger twice, which is absurd. If you think you dodged the first Meteor, there's a second one that's actually bigger. And then teching against Frog in the form of Trinisphere, and any number of the combos we've talked about in the form of Stone Brain. So I just really like it. It's probably my favorite Eldrazi build out there at the moment. So I feel like I rambled a little bit, but that's the deck.
No, that was good. We did drop some frames, so chat, if you're getting some framiness or some buffering, that's why. And I don't know what's causing it.
Frames.
In fact, we're still dropping some frames, so I don't know.
That's so strange.
I'll put something in chat. We are dropping frames. Sorry. Go.
Let us know if it gets bad.
To the game.
Hooray.
I will challenge you.
There's an M in the word frames.
God, there is an M in the word frames. Maybe M isn't a good mute button.
maybe not. Maybe like tilde or something.
Thought M would be good, but tilde's right next to 1, and 1 is the button you press the most in this game.
That is true. Sometimes too much. Not most of my game losses. I've had many losses to the number one. Who's been framed?
Oh, there's an M in stream. Okay. Every time I type a message, I now have to count the number of M's in the message I typed.
It's so good. It's so good. Okay, let's see.
Shift M. That would be good unless I started a sentence with an M.
I love it. Shift M. I'm excited. We're about to see something that we've been waiting for all day.
Try
and that
using
is
F6.
a turn 0 action.
No.
F6.
I'm not willing to go to 5 to get a LA line, and I didn't find one.
Don't do it. Hey, you got your surveil land. I like it.
It's something. We're making moves.
All right. Ba-ba-ba.
Man, F6 to mute would be brutal because you would have to F6 again to unmute, so you'd have to skip another turn.
Yes, it's so good. It's amazing.
Turn 1 Utopia Sprawl.
It's quite good. So we're gonna take the red because consigns are in the sideboard, and main board we just want the red for the return of Kozilek. Who needs capitalization? I'm surprised that Bridger capitalizes his sentences.
There was a sharp inhale.
There was a were you targeting my land?
No.
There was on the interface there was like an enemy target on my forest, and I was like, "How? He has one land. How is? What spell is this?" All right, let's see. Think. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. We want to breeding pool. We're not gonna shock for it. And then we'll bring out the talisman.
Talisman.
All right, and we're up to 4 mana. Really fair.
Nothing unfair about that.
Yeah, this is just honest, man. Oh,
Look, we're both doing fair things fairly.
remember the outrage about Bowmaster last year?
I think it was
And now
correct.
people are like, it was correct. And now they're like, whatever.
Well, we just got used to it. It's just in every deck now. You know, like when Ragavan came out, we were like, oh, this is crazy. It's too powerful. But then eventually we were like, yeah, it's in every deck. It's fine.
Get used to it. I mean, anytime there's orcs around, like, it's not a bad thing. Not gonna be mad about that. Eldrazi Temple. Let's do it. Boom, boom, boom. Give me the money.
That's a lot of mana.
A lot is 6 for the Sowing Micah Spawn.
You kicked it?
I kicked it. So this is target land. Oh god. Let's see. Mountain Plains. We'll get rid of your one type of land.
Okay. I will make a white.
Yep. X out. And then I'm gonna go get a land for myself. What's it gonna be? Your domain. What's Stubborn Denial do again?
Counter target non-creature spell, essentially.
Yeah, no, that's helpful. Okay, yeah, that's me.
Well, I am
No, no.
basically cheating. 2
Madness. I love it.
Bowmasters.
Oh God, the works are getting thick. Yep, checks out. I know. I'm playing Teamer Eldrazi. We're just playing Mana Rocks. We're just playing Commander.
This hand
Mm.
is funny to me. This is just a funny hand.
Scared.
I don't think you should be scared. It's just funny.
You're just punching me in the head right now.
That's what this deck is designed to do.
Yeah, we didn't really see that before, I guess. Let's see. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight. Make it 9.
That's a lot.
And it is a lot.
But it's not 15.
No. Not 15. We're not there yet. 7. Yeah. We're just going to be obnoxious. All right, let's see.
That could mean a lot of things in the deck you're playing.
That's true. Yes. Hello, we're going to break your world.
Oh, you killing
We're
my
gonna break-
lands? You killing more of my
Yeah.
lands?
That's the source of your power, I was told.
It
Like
is
your
the source
hair.
of my
Oh my god, no way. No way.
We've had first
gone too
and
far.
second Bowmasters. But
Yeah.
what about third Bowmasters?
What is happening? I'm gonna get beat to death by a bunch of orc bows.
Don't even think about drawing cards, Adrian.
I know.
Excellent. Xander's Lounge.
Holy moly. He's just hanging out. This is hilarious. Okay. What does it mean? It is time to rumble in the jungle.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh my god. 50% of these cards are One Rings.
Yup.
I would
you
never
just
dream
take
of
the
drawing
Utopia
cards.
Sprawl, right?
Yeah, I think so. This is hilarious. Yeah, so we'll take that. And then we got 2, 4, 6, 7. We can recoup the mana on the sprawl. Oh no, we can't. We can. It just have to be very particular. So we float this to enchant this forest.
Mm-hmm.
So that pays for itself. And then, yeah, we take red. So we've got 1, 3, 5, 6, 7. I think we just. Oh yeah, wants us to do this first.
Oh, all this dust would be real bad here. Is that what you're guessing?
It is not.
Oh, okay.
Just a different 7 coster. Yeah. And big orc army or one of 1,000,000 bowmasters. It's kind of a weird choice.
You face
Eventually, I'll play the ring.
a villainous,
choice. It feels pretty villainous, honestly. And I thought I was supposed to be the bad guy here. Beautiful. And 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we'll just start trying to bully a little bit here.
Ow.
Ole.
Oh, that's good. We like to see that.
Uh-oh. A flooded strand. Ooh, pretty. No.
Yes.
Yep.
Now you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 mana. That sure is a lot of mana.
Heck yeah, it is.
The parade of orcs begins.
Yeah. So it begins. So it continues. Block. We're not gonna mess around with sacks. Pick. I like it. I like it. How much did we say that was? 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10.
Yeah. Every time I think about what's left in my deck that I could draw, I just get sad.
Oh no!
I could draw some real bad cards right now.
What the heck? Okay,
that's not a great rumble.
No, it's really not. So temple, and gotta be a little careful here, but we might as well. 2, sure, doesn't really matter. 3 and 4 was a 1 ring. A ring. And you can kill my Scion. And then I would take 2 at least. The card draw is important here.
Well, you have ring protection, so I can't shoot you.
Yeah, but you shoot the Scion, and then I'll have 1 less just chump blocker. But I think it's worth it. I'm just digging for more options here.
You can sack the Scion, so I actually won't. I think I need the Orc army. The pump on the Orc. So it's just both go on the Realm Breaker.
Yeah, makes sense. Boom, boom. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, cool. Yeah, now I can't attack. I can't afford. It's too rich for my blood.
What do you?
Oh, I had ring. Ah, dang it. I'm not used to playing it.
Oh, right. You could attack as your ring.
Yeah. Oh well.
This will cost 4. That's more
Hope
than
everyone's
I
having
have.
a good one. we're pressing you for sure.
Leyline to second.
That's not bad at all.
There's an argument for taking ring, but I think with 2 Bowmasters out and me being at 9, I take the big 5/7.
That is entirely fair. Okay. All right, bub. Let's do this thing. Time for big sad.
Oh, you're gonna take my turn?
No, not the biggest sad, but like there's a good amount of sadness.
Oh, that is big sad.
It's
that's
sad.
huge sad, actually.
Yeah. Yes. I like it. And now we're allowed to draw. This is where you flash in more Bowmasters somehow.
I mean, there's a 4th copy somewhere.
You're right. 3.
I've had a Jacantha this whole time.
My God. All right, yeah, we'll crack it. I'll have enough to 1, 2, 3. I don't know. Do I want a new ring? And then just punch? Probably. 1, 2, 3, and a 4, and a ring. Boom. Bridger, you typed lay lime.
No, I typed lay line. You can hear me. No M's. I counted the M's. It was 0 M's.
0 M's. You're typing very, very thoughtfully now.
Yes, it's important.
Yeah.
All right, I need. What color am I missing? Green.
Yeah, green.
No.
Oh, nice.
Dragon Boy.
Dragon Boy. Dragon Boy, Dragon Boy. It's almost time for Dragon Boy. Do I? Yeah, Burden.
Oh, it's gonna take a heavy toll
Oh, yeah.
on you.
It is the price I'm willing to pay. Okay. That's good.
2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. You have 12 mana.
I got 12. It's not 13,
It's not 13.
but wait a minute.
Huge K command.
Oh, right. You're huge.
Yeah, Sign of Draco's a 12. Can't
And I
K
have
command
12.
him.
No, that's so crazy. No, this is insane. What the heck? What does this mean?
It means I get one more turn.
You do. This is so weird. Okay. What the heck? I swing with one, but not two, because I don't trust anything.
Oh, this one has reach. I take 6.
Yeah, I gotta keep the reacher. And then, because we're not there yet, let's just do this. We shall kick 2, 4. Boom. Boom. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sowing Micah Spawn. The strongest fungus. Choose target land. This one.
Yeah.
So impressive. It's good. It's good. We like temple.
Yeah.
Oh my god. This is madness.
No, this is Sparta.
This is Sparta. I need one more. I probably should be K commanding, but this is simpler for my smooth brain. It's so dumb.
I can't cast anything.
It's so good, Bridger. Oh
But I'm playing a lands deck.
no. They're so obnoxious.
All right, what could I
Oh
draw?
my God.
I could draw
You got this.
Ragavan.
Not too late.
Oh, Lightning Bolt is
Yes.
actually lethal if I draw Lightning Bolt.
No.
Oh, I don't have red mana. You took all my red mana.
You could draw 2 cards.
I also drew a Ragavan.
Dang.
Okay.
That was crazy.
Okay.
Craziness.
Look, we have some sideboard for this.
Yeah, for sure. Hmm. I do non-creature. Oh, that's fine.
Incoming pre-game actions.
Yeah. And no, we got it. Oh no.
No.
I think I messed up. I literally had Devour, and I think I pressed like no.
Oh,
I
you
don't
didn't
want to
click
review.
it?
Just for Cookie. I think I'm just running it back, honestly.
Oh,
Yeah.
your deck is that powerful.
Oh yeah. Because I'm not powerful. I don't know what I'm doing.
I will click Gigantha and press OK.
Yeah. Oh, it's not looking good, Cookie. I'm sorry.
What
Actually,
is this hand? What am I looking at?
4 Orcish Bowmasters. Actually, I'm gonna mulligan. Ooh, this is worse.
This hand could do it.
2. I'm gonna keep. I'm not sure that I'm supposed to. Oh, there it is, the ley line of the void.
We had a pre-game action. Why don't even
Yeah.
need to fetch? What?
Bye, Pezler. Ragavan.
See you, Pezler. All right, my Ragavan's all the colors. I just want you to know that.
Dude, did it change color?
Yeah, he's got some blue text, and he says Ragavan the Nimble Pilferer is all colors.
That's so cool. But like the backdrop changed, the border.
Yeah, you got gold border because he's all the colors.
That's so cool.
The game really wants you to know that Ragavan is all the colors.
That was like one of 2 effects I've ever seen in MTGO. That's a big deal.
And the other one is this Wub Wub summoning sickness.
Yeah, yeah. I thought that when I first started playing, I was like, oh, the foiling effect is so lame in this game. Let's see. We're going to crack this. Or... the forest. And then I feel a stirring. An ancient stirring. Okay. It's good. Let's see. Next turn. Yeah. Talisman or temple? Kind of the same. No, the talisman's a little faster. Yeah. There we have it.
I feel so powerful right now.
You are. You're basically a god.
I have an unblocked monkey.
No, here comes.
Monkey?
Have my Emrakul.
We got an Eldrazi temple. You know what?
Ooh, temple. Dude, you
Wait,
should.
is he cast? Is he only cast? You may...
Yeah.
Oh, come on!
You got...
Well, you know what? You know what, Adrian? Just for that,
No.
take 5.
Oh, my God. That's obnoxious.
This is a lot of damage.
Holy shit. What? Tribal Flames. Okay.
I go away for 1 minute, and there's a turn 0 ley line.
Yeah, right?
Look, T, we could
Absurd.
play this game for hours, and we would see turn 0 ley lines like twice.
Yeah. Living the dream. Do Get our talisman. And that's me, unfortunately. Ragavan lives.
Ragavan gets to hit you twice?
He's gonna strike again.
Wait.
Oh my god, you might just burst me down,
Wait, hold
honestly.
on. Adrian, hold the phone. Hold on. Wait. Wait. Is this deck
What
unfair?
happened?
Hold on. Well, let's go to combat. Uh-huh.
Okay.
This deck might be
I'm scared.
unfair.
No, domain's totally fair. We already established that today.
I think
Totally fair.
I'm noticing a trend with this deck.
Okay.
It's real bad when you don't have the ley line. And when you do have the ley line,
No.
it's kind of dumb.
It's like, oh my god, that's insane.
Adrian, you're dead.
Am I just dead?
You're just dead. I did 15
What?
damage with Tribal Flames.
That's absurd. I love
What?
it. Someone did say that in chat.
Huh.
That's not. What?
Well, that was something.
Yeah, that's pretty good. It's pretty good.
When was this card printed?
God.
Modern Masters.
Well, that was last year, right?
No, Modern Masters 2013. Tribal Flames. Oh, sorry. Leyline of the Guild Pact is this year.
Yeah, it was Karlov. Right?
MKM. Tribal Flame. I guess that is last year.
Tribal Flames is pretty crazy. Wow.
2013.
It's real good. Yeah, I'm still not convinced that I have anything worth teching into. Like, I mean, Stonebrain is good for Leyline. Chronosphere is not. It's like cute, but you're not doing a million D spells. You do have a lot of 2-costers, but like, I don't think it's worth whatever I'm pulling out. Definitely. definitely not Consign, not Magebane, and Kozilek's return would have been good there. I was a little too slow on it. No, I'm just gonna run it back. When in
All right,
doubt,
we're running it back.
if it's not an educated change. Oh, all right. Yes, I would like to be on. I would like to see the baby.
I will click Gigantha.
All right. What is this? What is this? No. Mole. Two. Yeah, sure. And
What goes back?
wait, did I just clicked Mulligan again? Oh my god.
No,
No.
you went
I'm
to
going to
five.
4.
You're going
I'm
to
going to 4.
4?
I don't know what happened. I clicked the wrong button.
Adrian, no.
And it's not even good.
Oh, that's awful.
Oh no. I went to 5.
Okay,
It's
okay.
Mulligan to 4, keep 5 of these. But the last one was much better. Okay. So keep is what I meant to say, Miko. And I need to drop 2 here.
Could you imagine that happening in paper? You just like accidentally shuffle your hand back into your deck and draw
Yeah,
seven.
It's so good. This is actually tough. 2, 3. I'm trying to get rid of here. Don't know that I'm going to be able to do that. And do you want? We'll get rid of one of these. All right, we'll see. Oof, it's going to be okay. There, I have to click on this.
Oh, the Devourer of Destiny.
It's weird because it's like perform, beginning of game actions, and it just says it doesn't ask you a question. It just kind of highlights the card to click on the card. So I have revealed it.
Yep. Oh, I have to press.
And then that still doesn't trigger until because I'm on the
upkeep.
play, so now it triggers. Yep. Okay. Right, which is today. Okay. 1. Let's see. We've got 2, 3. We gotta go fast, so we'll take the talisman.
What did you exile? Rainforest K
No
command.
combat.
1 ring. Wait. This is your okay. This is your turn.
Wait.
We're in your main phase.
Does it top deck it? Am I not understanding?
It stays on top. You don't
Devourer?
draw it until your next turn.
Oh, okay, that's fine. Yeah. I accept that. Okay, so we're just gonna rainforest and pass.
Okay. All right. Well, I see
Yeah,
your
Cookie.
rainforest.
Easy to forget the guild pack came out from one of the 16 sets that came out this year.
Yep.
So good. So true.
I genuinely can't remember when MKM was. Was it February? I think it was February.
Yeah. It's February. Oh, I'm getting sloppy. I did not crack my land. Okay. Focus, Adrian.
Focus.
Boom. Focus. Enter. We will exile Big Bug.
I can close some of these extra windows.
Bring in Talisman. Yeah, checks out.
Steam events.
Ooh.
No talisman.
Yeah. You might say that. That's me.
Wet orb.
No. Well, I can't say anything about that except for taking a relevant game action. Am I gonna want?
Oh, I'm at 15. What happened? I shocked and fetched. Yeah.
Shocking and fetching, baby.
It'll do that to you.
That'll do it. Yeah, we'll take that. All right, here results.
I think Damping Sphere is an interesting inclusion in this deck because it it kind of hurts me a lot. Like I frequently want to cast more than one spell a turn.
It does, yeah. It's interesting. It's kind of like we were talking about the Harbinger earlier on. Like
Mm-hmm.
it's gonna hurt your opponent a lot more, but it is really gonna affect you. So you have to be careful when you drop it and how you drop it.
Yeah.
Um, you're gonna get a lot of value out of it right now as I'm trying to like get the talismans and like stirrings and rumble.
Mm-hmm.
So for now it's fine. So yeah, we've got 3. We're gonna pop a green for stirring, speaking of which. And mm, yeah, like that.
Cavern of Souls. Okay.
Yeah, knowing that there are consigns around and all my creatures are colorless, I just want that in my back pocket.
That's fair.
Yeah,
Hmm.
beautiful art too.
I think I'm just passing here.
Wow, just hanging out. Okay,
We have a wet orb.
right. Oh, jeez. Okay. Yeah. We do it. We ramp. I want card draw. I do like cards. Two.
No,
Don't
it only
care.
taps for
Don't
one
care. It's.
because of my wet orb.
Oh, thank you. I'm
You can
like,
only get
whoops.
one mana out of any land. And if you
Yeah.
try to get more than one, your mana becomes colorless.
Right. Okay. 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 All right. Well. Yep. That's my turn. I'm gonna lose mana. I learned a lesson.
Lightning.
No.
So very frightening.
Bridger Domain Sphere. Yeah.
Hmm.
Lightning Bolt 2024.
Hmm. Okay. Well, I'm gonna pass.
Right? No, stop it. Oh my God, what is going on here? This is crazy. Yep, that's gonna be a pass for me.
Okay. Well, this turn looks an awful lot like the last turn.
No, stop it. Don't shock me. What is happening?
We have blue, red,
That
black.
game sphere was huge.
We need
Yep.
a green, white.
Oh, it's perfect.
Now we have all 5.
Oh man, here come the tribal flames. Here come the tribes. Come on, big money.
Here come the tribes.
Here come the tribes. It is a card that I'm allowed to play, so we like that.
Rumble. Yeah.
Rumble
You may
in the
rumble.
jungles. All right. So we just need lands. Yes. We will play it. Do I even bother? I don't have. What do I have? I think. What's his name? The World Breaker is my only
Artifact removal.
removal. Yeah. So I'm just thinking about like Damping Sphere. Like if I exile something with this, I got to spend a whole nother turn getting
Mm-hmm.
them back out, and I'm not getting any extra mana in the meantime. So I think I'm not gonna actually do it. It just seems inefficient. So we have 2, 3 if we need it. Yep, that's the turn. You got a lightning bolt for me?
No, unfortunately,
All right.
no lightning bolt.
Did it.
I do have a dragon.
Dragon's pretty good.
It's no
That-
dragon
that'll
with a
do.
ley line, but it is a dragon.
No, it's just a baby. 5. Stirrings. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5. It stays 5. Wouldn't be 6 till next turn. Let's not get greedy. We're gonna go whoop and whatever and whatever and whatever. Bring out the Mycospawn. We're not kicking it.
No kick.
We're just trying to get another land. Yeah.
Well, I can't counter the Mycospawn, but I can counter the trigger.
I mean, that's kind of the best part.
You may have a 3/3.
No, I don't want a 3/3. I want a land.
Well, you got a 3/3.
I wish I... No.
And I got a rock.
This Damping Sphere is doing such work here. Just slowing everything down. Ah. Yep.
What keywords does Flinch get? He gets First Strike and Vigilance. That's cool. You may not have a 3/3.
Flodge.
That was probably supposed to go face. Oh well.
I don't think it's good. 4, 1, 2, 4. I'm gonna take it.
Well, my dragon flies. You don't have a choice, sir.
Oh, it does have fly. Oh, it's after the domain. Normally they put it first.
A lot of text on that dragon.
A lot of text on that dragon. Okay. There we go. Sack it. 1, 2, 3. Really matter? 4. For the ring.
Oh.
And let's see what we get here. Car. And then we're gonna stir the pot. Oh, no, cost the extra one. Second spell. Well, dang, it keeps catching me off.
Damping Sphere is pretty good.
It's like, it's so pervasive, you know, like pervasive. Like you don't realize it until it's too. I don't realize it until it's too late. A good player would be like, well, wouldn't be able to do this spell.
Yeah, it changes the math on like everything that you try to do.
Yeah, exactly. No, I think it was a very good play. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or 4. We can draw with the ring, although let's see, a blocker is cute. Trample First Strike. You would still have 6, which is not quite lethal yet. This is tough.
Yeah, you're in a rough spot.
Yeah. Right? How many burden counters? How can I see the burden counters?
It just has 1. It'll put a number next to the yellow square when there's more.
Okay.
The heartbeat
go to
of the
1
ring is its burden counter.
Exactly. Right. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna do it. I would love to get another 1 ring. 3, 4.
I would hate that.
Nope. That would be spicy dicey. Instead, I have to be boring. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we're just gonna try to bring up a blocker. We can buy another turn.
Oh, Mycospawn.
Yes, we're spawning. Yeah, it does not matter. Okay.
You have a fungus.
I do. 6. Oh wait. I think I actually did to ring
9
because the burden
3. Yes, but I also drew tribal
just killed
flames.
myself. No. Do it.
I'll discard this Damping
Yes.
Sphere and draw a card.
Noxious.
Oh, and then I also drew Flake.
Did the sphere stack if you had to? Perfect.
Yes, they do stack. Your spells cost like 1,000 more every time you cast another spell.
That's amazing. Yeah, we got lethal there. G to the G's.
GG's.
That was awesome. Oh, okay. So domain, we're definitely seeing a bit of magic there. I'm glad we ran that one back because, oh my god,
Yeah.
it's spooky.
I now have very mixed opinions about that deck. I I think that any deck that requires you to have a leyline in your opening hand to function is a bad deck. I
Mm-hmm.
think it's just outright. If it
Mm-hmm.
doesn't function, if it doesn't work without the leyline, it's a bad deck.
Yeah.
This final game that we just played, I didn't have a leyline, and it still worked, and it
Mm-hmm.
felt actually pretty good. It just applies pressure, and I think that its
Yeah.
position in the meta is to go toe to toe with energy and be fine, and then prey
Right.
on slower combo decks like E ramp.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Exactly. I definitely agree. I think again, it's like we were saying before. Like the combo is great if you can pop off. That's fantastic, but it needs to be able to function without it, which we saw a bit more here. Just like controlling that tempo, um, and it works. Honestly, I think honestly maybe the Golgari, the Soul Trader, might have been a bit of a spoiler for it, to be honest. Because just again, it trades, it forces you to sack like that one key thing
Mm-hmm.
continuously. Whereas this is, it's like, well, you're always going to get a little bit worse value than you were hoping for. And we really saw that's when it was like just every turn just eking out a little bit more over E ramp of all things, which is funny. So I want to see more of it. I definitely feel your concerns though. Like you really don't want to have to like constantly rely on that one card and mulligan. That is a risky business. But we are seeing the results. Like it is working.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd be curious to hear like people who play domain a lot, like what is the strategy? Like we talked about, are you mulling constantly? How much are you really trying to get that into your opening hand or not? Because it definitely is like a huge disparity between the two.
Yeah, I think you make a good point about Soul Trader and the cousin deck, Yawgmoth. Those decks are built to prey on creature decks. Like, those are creature combo decks that are
Yeah.
just like, cool, I kill your board anytime I want, and I block all of your stuff, and I blank all your damage. So
Yeah.
that probably wasn't a great showcase. Um,
Mm-hmm.
the thing that I wonder about the results from this domain leyline deck is
Yeah.
if enough people play a slot machine deck, some of them will win, and that's just statistically how it works. Like if
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
if you have some turn zero combo deck that only combos 12% of the time or something, and enough people
Mm-hmm.
play it, someone's winning the event with that deck, right? Like that's just how it
Right.
works. Um,
Yeah. Yeah. That
so,
is very true.
so I'm curious about the
That's how I
actual
feel about Ruby
merits.
Storm. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. 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 So I'm curious
It's
about the
like, yeah,
merits of the deck.
exactly, exactly. So definitely something you want to keep an eye out in the coming weeks, but it's very cool to see, honestly. Um, honestly, cool thing today was, we played all like real decks that people are playing, and all that decks that have performed well and all very different, honestly.
Yeah.
And we didn't even play energy, and they all have interesting matchups into that. Maybe we can do that, another time. But I don't know. Obviously I'm new to modern. We're both relatively new to modern,
Hmm.
but it feels like there's a lot of different decks out there. And while there is talk of like, oh, energy is like the top, you can always like fight with it, and there's a pretty good diversity of like other lists out there, which has been an absolute blast to kind of play and figure out.
Yeah, I'm really happy with where the meta has, at least for now, settled.
Mm.
Having played a fair amount of pre-ban, like between MH3 and the ban, I played a lot of modern. I won a
Yeah,
lovely painting that's on the wall.
yeah, you did amazing.
Thank you. Uh, I think that was actually a super toxic cesspool meta, and
Hmm.
everybody kind of freaked out when the bans first came out. They thought the One Ring should be banned and Grief shouldn't be banned. Everybody had their own opinions. Honestly, I think they kind of
Hmm.
nailed it. Like a few
Yeah.
decks disappeared. Necro Dominance went away. Nadu went away.
Yep.
And
Hmm.
like the Goryo's Vengeance or Living End piles. Some people still play that, but like it's trash tier now. If you're still playing that, I'm sorry. Please stop. But like
Yeah,
those
it's
decks,
definitely in a rough position.
those decks were degenerate. Like they went away,
Mhm.
and they're not missed. They were not fun to play with or against.
Well, and that kind of gets to the core of the bands as well, right? Talking about like Nadu is obvious, but even Grief, when people are like, really, Grief is like not this boogeyman like it used to be, and they're like, well, it's not that it's too strong, it's that it's just unfun. And the One Ring, while it might be too strong, I personally don't find it to be unfun. Like I again, I don't really play One Ring decks. I play against them a lot, and it's good. It's a great card, but it's not like, well, one ring's out, like game's over. It's like, cool, I need to adjust this turn, and I kind of move on with my life. So while I think it could be banned, I think them not banning it is 100% in alignment with their justification. I think it's totally fine.
Yeah, and there are a lot of the cool combo decks and slower decks that we played today that just wouldn't exist. Like, everybody points
Yes.
out that energy plays the One Ring, but there
Mm-hmm.
would be no opposition to energy without the One
Mm-hmm.
Ring. Like, the
Yeah.
slow combo decks that need to build up to a finale need the One Ring
Yep.
for card advantage, and they just couldn't play without it. So we would
Mm-hmm.
just be in like fighting in the jungle of aggro mirror matches all the time, and that's just not it.
It's so true. Like, before the Nadu bans, before all this stuff, like we didn't see any Eldrazi. You certainly didn't see Tron or Amulet Titan, and those are all back. And things like Tron, or especially in this fast format, really need the One Ring to be able to like hang in there long enough to do their thing, which is kind of a crazy statement to say, but it is true. Like the game is so fast right now, and I think it's fine, And they don't have crazy win rates. The crazy win rates come from energy and not not the One Ring.
Yeah. Cool.
So,
Well, it was honestly awesome playing these matches with you, Adrian. We gotta do this more often.
We do.
You know what is back on MTGO right now, Adrian?
oh,
The Vintage Cube is back on MTGO, and it's a blast, dude. It's so much fun. The last time that I streamed on here, we did some Vintage Cube as a treat, and it was lovely.
I love it, dude. That sounds amazing. We should definitely be doing that. I would love to have you play that and follow along. That sounds fantastic.
Oh, I'll need
And of
all the help
course,
I can get.
it's Vintage is wild. That's like another level of deepness into Magic, which one can only aspire to. But that's part of the beauty of this, is like we can like experience that and kind of learn from it. And so, yeah, I look forward to it. Of course, let us know in chat and in the comments below what other kind of Magic content you want to see, both in paper and also on MTGO. Again, now we have a lot of flexibility. We can literally build any decks that we want in any format, and we can play them. We can enter into these events. Like we're just here to play Magic and have good time. So definitely let us know. And of course, as always, like the stream, comment in below, and that's going to really help us kind of get more engagement and spread it. Great comments from T. While I don't necessarily agree with the people that say the ring should be banned, you are missing the homogenization part of it. If all decks need a specific card to survive, something is kind of wrong. Yeah, I think that's a fair point. I just think I'm not saying that I wouldn't ban it. I'm saying that given their reasons for banning like Grief and Nadu, it's in line with at least that. But there are certainly reasons why you could get rid of it.
Yeah, it's a tough situation because we're sort of saying slower decks need tools like the One Ring. So the homogenization argument, if applied to that situation, says we need more cards like the One Ring. And that's a scary place to go, and that might be correct. Like, more nuanced power. The problem with the One Ring is it's a sledgehammer. It just does everything, right?
Yeah.
So more nuanced, powerful cards that deal with these situations that these slow decks end up in, probably what we need. Can we get from here to there without breaking everything else? I don't know. Like, it's a very tricky, nuanced, complicated situation, and I fully agree. I think homogenization in the game is bad. That's why I have a problem with the Surveil lands. There's just no reason not to run them ever. So they're in everything. And yes, the One Ring is somewhat homogenous, but I think that argument is overplayed. Like, of the decks that we considered and talked about and played today, about half of them have the One Ring, and that's a lot. But it's not all of them.
Yeah, I think it's not a necessary evil, but it's a helpful evil for the reasons that we mentioned. If you got rid of the One Ring, you would have a lot less homogenization in the sense that obviously there's a lot less decks running that same card, but then you would see entire deck archetypes disappear, and overall, then the homogenization overall is actually worse. So, yeah, again, not a necessary evil, but it is helpful in this instant. So maybe if there was some way of like providing some more temporary protection from everything, which is an insane thing to say, without the card draw, like, you know, kind of like a worse, if they can reprint a worse version of it to help these slow decks, that would be very interesting. And I know there's always speculation of like, will they ban it? Oh, you know, Mark Warswater made this comment about being able to reprint a ring like thing, and who knows what that means. But I'm very curious to see how they approach it, because I think certainly something is going to be coming in regards to the One Ring. Either reprints saying it's here to stay, or maybe bans. I don't know. I think we're going to be talking about that card for a while to come now.
Yeah. Well, this was a lovely discussion, honestly, to cap off a nice day of talking and playing some Magic, having some jams. We don't have the next one of these planned yet.
No, not quite.
We're traveling a lot. We'll probably do some shorts and some collabs and stuff while we're at MagicCon, and that is 3 weeks from now. Yep.
Yep.
But outside of that, just stay tuned. Make sure you ding Nurgle's bell so that you know when we're doing anything. And we'll try to keep you in touch with y'all. Thanks everybody for joining us. We had a very nice turnout, a good community hanging out with us today, having a good time.
Yeah.
My YouTube exploded. Our runtime is infinity : not a number : not a number : not a number. So,
I'm here for it, honestly.
So that's good. I think that's a sign that we need to get off YouTube.
That checks out.
Thanks, Adrian, for joining me. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Hope you're having a lovely time wherever you are in the world. We'll catch you next time on the tabletop. Bye.
Bye.